peace, peace. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Fashion Bunker. The Fashion Bunker. Hello, Natadida, Heidi L, Corey Emerson, Gold Cat Studios, Rosanna Navarro, Rich Kidding, Teresa McGuire, Not in Vogue, Alina Poe, Sid, Sheridan F, Rich Mitch, Isla, everybody, Elijah Ramirez, Grant Ramirez, Finley Evans, Michelle McLaughlin, Mustafi Pulls, V, Piotr S. Hello, guys. So happy it's my second live. Welcome to your second live, Piotr. Eve, Marie Antoinette. Hi, everybody. How's it going? Welcome to the show. The original Manolo gal. Hi, sweetie. Good to see you back. Hannah. Polyhesta. Well, good morning, everybody. It is super early in the morning. Believe it or not, I was migraining away. So we had a live stream on Thursday. Terrible headache after that. Knocked me out. Hi, Rock and Roses, Logan Keel. So I popped up a painkiller. I was sleeping. Yesterday, I slept. And then I woke up at like 10:30 p.m. I was like, okay, 10:30 p.m. my time. Oh, we'll go. Let me start getting ready for the stream. So, got ready, took a shower, washed this ratchet hair, prepared the topics, filmed a little something before the live stream began, and here we are at, what time is it here? 7:48 a.m. That's professional. Like, wow, this is an early morning stream. Well, for some of you, it's evening or afternoon, depending which part of the world you're in, but I'm just letting you know, guys, it takes, so waking up at 10:30 p.m., now it's 7:30. So what was that? 11, 12 plus 7, 9 hours of preparation. And here we are. Welcome, everybody. Hi, Monarch. Hi, Finley. Good to see you too, sweetie. Hi, Johnny. Drew and Johnny, bonjour to you too. Mes amis, how's it going? Oh, yes, it's early morning here, says Monarch. So there you go. Oh, you like the brooch? Thank you. Métier d'Art 2022, 2021. Le 19M collection. Of course, we're going to have some baboon later on when I post the video separately trying to troll me and say, oh, I can't believe you got a fake Chanel bra. No, it's real. Hi, Gloria Retinos. Hola, Dacob. Glad you made it to Dacob's stream. Oh, no, sorry, that's Bubbles. Gloria says, hola, Dacob. Need coffee? You're looking stunning. Oh, thank you, darling. Been awake for like 9 hours. No, we do not do fake things in this house. I have my coffee in my mummy. It's because the mummy, I'm like a mummy and then I need the coffee, you see. I either drink coffee out of this or Red Bull, hashtag not sponsored. Everything I say in this live stream is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged and just my opinion. And then in this mug, in my skeleton mug, I have my breakfast British English tea, darling. You know, very much in honor of Queen Camilla. And I mean, can we go on one stream without the Camilla? No, we can't. So let me drink some Charlie water. Oh, spunky as usual. Hi, Marina. I just woke up literally still in bed, says Polyhesta. Morning wood and all, as they say. Gloria says, morning, Louie, Camilla water. I'm giving Countess and I love. Thank you, Sid. So, Corey Emerson is in the house. And you know she's in the house because when she's in the house, she has opinions. And she has opinions on Camilla, baby. Yes, she does. And this girl I steal. Oh, Terrie, my love. Mwah. Hi, thank you.
T'es raison que Gear donated $30. I'm so glad our house is still standing. You never know what other people are going through with the fires until you are in the middle of it. Thank you for cheering me up last night. You're the best friend.
Thank you so much, Terrie. So yes, Terrie went through it yesterday, you guys. I'm going to make your coin in just a second. We're doing the St. Patrick's Day good luck coins again today. Here you go. And it's a mess. Oh, there's one for Kenny coming in as well. I'll do two. And yeah, in her area, there were fires and a lot of wind and a lot of houses burned down. It was just like in LA a couple of months ago. Yeah, a couple of months ago. So we were worried, as they say, but Terrie made it through the night. The winds have subsided. The fire did not affect her home, but she did have some issues together with Kenny with breathing because of all of the smoke coming from all of the adjacent neighborhood houses that were burning down. The smoke would kind of just seep through, you know, the crooks and crevices of the house. And so they both did end up wearing masks, trying to not get intoxicated by the fumes. And Terrie made it through the night with Kenny, and it was a tough one. But thankfully, she made it through. The house did not burn down, and Terrie's with us today. And ready for the of course, for Kenny as well.
Thérèse Enqueguir donatait de $5. From Kenny.
So, yeah, so, of course, that was the other, you know, issue. So I had that migraine, and I was knocked out. And then when I woke up at 10, I look at my messages and I'm like, 3 messages from Terrie. I'm like, this is not good. What is going on, you know? And then I read through them. I'm like, oh my God. And then I wrote back immediately and she was okay, thankfully. So we got Terrie and Kenny. Look at that, you guys. Kenny and Terrie. And you're going to go into the treasure trove. Thank you so much. Marie-Antoinette says, Dacob, how could I send you tip more than $50? How could I send you tip more than 50? There is no limit to the tip. Honey, you can add as many zeros as you like. Thank you. You can use the tip link. You can enter any number in the tip link that you wish to enter, but use the tip link at the top of the chat, for example. And then the world is your oyster. You can add as many zeros as you like, honey. We don't have limits here. Sid says you need a migraine cap that goes in the freezer. Oh, wait. Really? No, we did more. You can type in, Marie-Antoinette, you can type the amount. You don't have to click on the buttons, because the buttons, the tip buttons offer you 5, 15, 25, 50. But if right next to the USD currency, you can type out whatever amount you want instead of clicking on the button that has the predefined quantities. So you can choose. You can choose. Thank you so much, though. And so you need a migraine cap that goes in the freezer and cools you down. They work amazing. I have them too. I think I need to try that Botox thing. You know, a lot of people have headaches, like migraine here. My headaches are in this area. And I feel how my entire face goes like that, and I'm kind of contracting my muscles, and I have to let them go. And I have heard that some people, when they do Botox in this area, that the muscles cannot contract, they can't cramp up, so they don't get headaches anymore. Allegedly, of course. Botox and bags, baby. Botox and bags. And you know, because IYKYK, the last live stream was all about Botox and bags, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Yes, it was. And but migraine cap, I'm gonna look into that. Thank you so much for letting me know, Sid and Corey. Migraine caps are the best. Thank you for letting me know. Also, I'm gonna have to try to work out a new system with live streaming. Just letting you know, because when I do 2 live streams in a day, I have to spend 3 to 4 hours main show, 3 to 4 hours after show, which is exclusive to Tier 2 members and Tier 2 patrons. By the way, become a Tier 2 member and Tier 2 patron, and then you get access to the after show. We did the after show this week on Thursday, so we're not going to do it today, just letting you know. But become a Tier 2 member or a Tier 2 patron, and you get access to the after show. You get to spend even more time with me. So the days on which I do the after show and the main show are days when I spend in front of my spotlights for at least 8 hours. And I think that affects my eyes as well. And that might be one of the reasons why I'm getting the migraines or the headaches later on, because they usually come after I stream a double stream. When I pull through a double streamer, sometimes that happens to me. And so I'm thinking of maybe switching it up a little bit. I'm trying to understand how to make my headaches not be so pungent right after streams. So I'm thinking of maybe doing a new system for after show, like either the main show on the day of the after show has to be shorter, or the after show has to be shorter. Like something has to be shorter. Or I'm thinking of maybe doing the after show no longer as an after show, but like streaming one day just exclusive to tier 2 members and tier 2 patrons. And on that day, not doing a main show, but just doing a special live stream just for tier 2 members and tier 2 patrons. So basically, I'm thinking of maybe switching to not doing 2 streams in one day, but just one, because I'm testing out. I'm wondering if it's the lights, because I have a lot of lights in here and they're glaring into me, right? So you maybe don't see it, but I feel it, like I'm squinting a little bit to not get so much light into me, right? So I think it's the squinting that after like several hours causes me to get a migraine later on. I'm not sure about this. It's just a theory. Currently, I have 6 lights on at the moment. So we'll see. I'm working on it, you guys. Don't worry about it. We'll figure something out. You know what I mean? I'm just like sharing this with you so that you know, like in case I announce one day, hey, today we're not going to do after show. We're going to do a special stream just for tier 2 patrons and members on another day. Don't think it's because something bad happened. It's just that I'm trying new stuff out. Just testing the waters to see how my head reacts. Wish I could say never had any complaints. In this case, my head complained. Yes, I'm looking at it, but what good does it do me looking at it? Okay. So blue tone lights pierce the eyes too. The strain. Yes, it is kind of strainy. So there you go. Yeah, don't overwork yourself. Migraines are so debilitating. And the sad thing about the migraine is like, it's not like you have a choice, you guys. Like when it hits, it hits. When it hits, it hits. And you're just like, okay, well, let me go back into the darkness. Let me pop a painkiller, never on an empty stomach. And let me just like close my eyes, not do any social media. And you got to wait and wait and wait. And then you kind of try to sleep. And then you hope that when you wake up, it doesn't hurt anymore. Corey says, look at my last comment. Let me check. Oh, Brenda, thank you so much, sweetie. Let me add you to the shrine.
Brenda donatait de $15.
Thank you, Brenda.
Sending love and all good vibes. Cœur.
Hold on, let me add Brenda. And by the way, at the end of the stream, I will pull one of the coins out of the shrine, and you, if you're still in the chat, if your name is on and you're still in the chat, you get to ask a question for the future to Mr. Predicto. There you go, Brenda. Yes, Quinn. Cha, can you see it? I can see it. I can see it and I can read it. Hit it. There you go. Thank you, Brenda. Oh, wait, Monarch also sent a tip. Heidi sent a tip. Oh, Cha. Okay, wait, they're going to play. Look at my last comment, Corey says. And the last comment was, caps are on Amazon. Yes, the caps are on Amazon. Thank you, Corey. Thank you. I'll look into them. I will look into, I got it pinned. I know, I will look for the migraine caps. Sid, thank you for becoming a member, Sid. Tier 1 member. Thank you, Sid. And Heidi, thank you so much for the tip.
Always so happy when I can catch a live. Love you, Dacob.
Oh, love you too, Heidi.
Cœur.
Oh, thank you so much, Heidi. There you go, Heidi. Adding Heidi to the shrine. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. And also, I want to send out a special hello. I don't know if she's watching right now, but if she is watching, I want to send a special hi to Confucia, because I know Confucia, very shy, doesn't comment, but then she drops a few hearts at the end of the stream. always, whenever she watches, one of the last comments always when we end the stream, she just types a few hearts. Hi, Confucia, in case you're watching. Love you very much. Monarch, thank you so much, sweetie. Hold on.
Monarque donated
Because I want to acknowledge also the shy
Good morning,
people.
bunker family. Having breakfast and enjoying a life. Living my best life.
Oh, Monarch, thank you so much and have a wonderful breakfast. Let me add you to the list. And hello, Jack's Bag Attack. Hi, Shikma Bonfield. Monarch. Ooh-cha. We got Monarch in the house, baby. There you go. You got your own special good luck clove, 3-leaf clove. The 3-leaf becomes a 4-leaf when we do the end of the show. You understand. It's all about the luck. Oh, Corey says, no. I mentioned there being a lighting gel called Bastard Amber. It cuts down the blue light. I used it on actors that are sensitive. And so what do I do with that gel? Do I put it in my eyes or something? Hi, Grace Loves Fashion. How's it going? Also, obviously, oh, the gel is a filter to put on the spotlights. It's a plastic film that goes on the lights. Okay, Corey, thank you so much for letting me know. I will put a pin on that as well, and I will look into it. Thank you so much. I do have a few glasses that have a blue filter on them. Like not sunglasses, but like reading glasses. Hi, Armen, Shifa Bukhari. Hi, everybody. So, oh, Jackie has a blue light filter on her eyeglasses. Yeah. Good. I'll try stuff out, you guys. I don't know. And also, I'm just stressed and the anxiety. I mean, these are tough times we're living in. Speaking of tough times, don't want to make it political, and I'm not gonna, but I'm gonna say just one thing very, very clearly and very, very simply. You know what I think? I think there's a way out of this dark tunnel, and I think it's gonna be the women that save us. That mother energy we always talk about here. And I know I have the best ladies in the world in the fashion bunker. Can I hear it for my ladies? Yes! And the ladies in the fashion bunker. And I'm saying this because my mom currently is going through some stuff with her sister. You know, they're together. We have some health issues, and it's sad, okay? It's sad because it's very painful. You know, a disease is involved. We're not going to talk about it, but there's nothing like when women get together to help each other. That's a type of, and listen, and you know I'm dead serious when I look straight into the camera like this. There's a certain type of magic, a certain type of energy. Yes, women can be competitive with each other. You know, it's always a thing. But when they manage to transcend all of that, and they really lock in the feminine energy, that mother energy with each other, that power, that's what gives life. There's no other power stronger within our human society than the love of women. And when women come together, and I mean truly come together, that bond and that strength is the most healing energy. It is the most beautiful, illuminating energy. It is the most powerful energy. And when women join forces and work together, there is no evil and no darkness in this world that can come anywhere near the good and the positive that women together produce and create for the whole world. That is that mother energy that I'm talking about. And you know, we talked about it in the past as well. And I know we know, because we know we're always together here, but I'm just saying, you know, it's good to acknowledge it from time to time. And I know it was Women's Day just a couple of days ago, but it doesn't matter. In the Fashion Bunker, we celebrate women every single live stream. Obviously, it doesn't have to be the 8th of March or whatever special day. No. And it is really, 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 really important. I believe that we're going to get through these dark times only thanks to women. Thanks to mothers, sisters, cousins, aunts, grandmas. Corey says we are very different from men. When we need to do what needs to be done, you feel it. Yes, that's it, Corey. That's what I'm talking about. That's that mother energy, that instinct that mothers have of preservation, of protection. It is something really, really, truly only women have. And when that button is pushed and triggered, no force on this in this universe can stop a woman that is ready to protect. And so I want to say thank you also very, very much to all the wonderful ladies and mothers and by mother, I mean mother energy. You don't have to have an actual physical child in your life. You are still mother. You are, per definition, mother. So I want to say thank you to all the wonderful ladies in the Fashion Bunker. Monarch says, so true, Dacob. When we truly come together, we can move mountains. Seriously. And I've experienced it. I've seen women join forces in my family. And when they click, it is that when that energy washes over you, it is the most beautiful, healing, energizing, recharging energy of love and light. And it just makes you understand, oh, okay, this is why we are here. This is why we are alive. All the questions you had to anything about the universe, the existence of this, that, like it all becomes clear. It all becomes fully clear. And you can't really put it into words. And yes, Sid, Mother's Day is soon in the UK. Yeah, not just in the UK. Oh man, I'm so sorry, Sid. Sadly, I lost my mom last year, but her impact is still with me, never leaves. And Sid, it's hard because it's only been a year, very short time, and I'm really, really sorry. My condolences. But your mom will never leave you. And I'm not speaking because I don't know what I'm talking about. I mean, thank God I still have my mom. But my dad left me, right, in 2015. And it's so hard, so difficult. But I say this often on my channel. With time, I realized physically he's gone, but emotionally and spiritually, he's always with me. Always with me. I hear him saying jokes, making stupid little comments on stuff and being funny and witty. And I always say to you guys, you know how much he loved strawberries. Whenever I buy strawberries, I always eat an extra strawberry just for him. And I always think of him when he eats a strawberry. Like, he is funny. The memories I have of him are good. Like, he's with me. He's in my heart. He's not dead to me. Far from it. Okay, so physically he's not there. So I can't call him up and talk to him on a phone. But I talk to him through here and here. And he's never gone. It took me a while to reconnect the dots and figure out the spirituality of it all. But once it clicked for me, man, it's so beautiful because I'm like, okay, nothing is really lost. Nothing is really over as long as you have memory, connection, emotional connection. The dear ones in our lives that have physically passed have not spiritually passed. They are fully with us. And this makes you also understand why our ancestors would spend that beautiful time sitting around campfires and then, the elders of the tribe, of the family, call the nucleus, whatever you want to call it, would chant and sing and praise the stories and the history of the ancestors, of the family, of the nucleus, of the group, of the tribe. I don't want to culturally appropriate anybody's terminology here. That's why I'm very cautious when I use the terminology tribe, obviously. But this is what I'm saying. There was a time There was a time when we were more connected to nature, when we were more connected to the respect of the connection to our ancestors, and when we would sit down and respectfully listen to the stories of our elders, telling us the stories of our past, of our heritage. They would either sing or talk or write it down or read it to us. And we have lost touch with that. We are more and more isolated. We are more and more individual, as the government loves to have us, because if they can separate us, they can control us. And this is why I cherish so much our time spent together in the Fashion Bunker, because even though it is on social media, even though it is technologically a very strange place to be because we are all virtually together, still, to me, this community on YouTube and the time we spend together, me in front of this camera and you guys in front of your screens, and we're watching each other and typing away and communicating with each other, this is like going back in time and sitting around a campfire again. That fire that burns and we're all surrounding it, we're all sitting around it, and we're all sharing our experiences, our stories, chanting to each other the history of our ancestors, whether it be through funny little jokes and stories, whether it be through a little bit more serious conversations. But this, don't underestimate the power when social media is used for good. So, I digress. Hi, Malin Quijano. Aloha from Hawaii. Hello, sweetie. Dacob, you are such an inspiration. Your videos are so thought out and so positive. Thank you so much, Malin. Welcome. Welcome to the chats. Kelly Carrick. How's it going, sweetie? Women are very strong, indeed. Natadita says, thank you, Dacob, for your position and your support to us women. Always, always. Sid says, you're so right. Perspective is everything, Dacob. It really is. Really is. Oh, Eve, thank you so much.
Eve donated $25. Tough day today, but you are truly the brightest light. Thank you, Dacob.
Cha, Bubbles really overpronounced this one. I'm going to have to read it separately again. Hold on. So this was Eve, right? Sorry, let me just check. No? Eve, here you are. Adding you to the treasure chest. Doreen Policarpio, how's it going, sweetie? Just been in a breakup. My ex was already in a new relationship after 3 weeks. Is your ex a man? Because, like, they're fast. Oh, Elias says, I've donated as well. Oh, with the sad face. There you are, Elia. Don't be sad. Bubbles is a little bit lazy.
Aliam donated $25. Here for the mother energy.
Thank you so much, Elia M. There you go, sweetie. Don't worry, guys. Bubbles is sometimes a little bit slow, but we get to every single tip. And also sometimes if I am filming a topic, nothing pops up on the screen while I'm filming. And then when we're done filming, then retroactively all the tips pop up. So don't worry, guys. If your tip doesn't pop up immediately, it will. Sometimes it just takes a couple minutes longer. So if I'm in the middle of talking, sometimes Bubbles pauses all the notifications because I'm talking. And then when I stop, Bubbles then is triggered to push through all the notifications. So don't worry, guys. All of the notifications and tips will come through. So, Alaya, I am adding you to the gorgeous. Hold on. Oh. Alaya M, I'm to the gorgeous golden trefoil for St. Patrick's Day or countdown to St. Patrick's Day. Alaya M. And Bubbles is French, no rush. I know, right, Corey? Alaya, here you go. Yes, Quinn. And hi, Carla Thomas. How's it going? We are spiritual beings having a human experience. I completely agree with you. My condolences, Terrie, and thank you so much for your lovely words, says Sid. I also read Gloria had some lovely words for Sid as well as Terrie. Terrie said, I'm sorry, Sid. I lost my mom in 2008 to cancer and stroke. Your mom will always watch over you. I completely agree. And it is true. They do watch over us. 77 likes. Well, the likes are not watching over us. What gives, guys? Let's get to 100 likes. Oh, why are chats not working for everybody? So Stian Askelan says, hi Dacob, am I shadow banned? No, you're not banned. Stian says, I have been a Patreon for a few years now and usually watch with my wife on her phone. I'm usually the one who comments as my wife is a little bit shy, but lately I have noticed that my comments don't show up in the chat. I don't understand why, and if anything, would at least love an explanation of what I haven't done, so I won't repeat it again with love, Stian. Stian, no, you're not blocked. You didn't do anything wrong. Stian Askeland, I can tell you this. Sometimes YouTube does something weird, especially if you are chatting from your phone or your tablet. I don't know if you're using an Apple, Samsung, whatever. Sometimes there's an issue with the iOS. And then after, you have to update iOS, then you have to update your YouTube app. And sometimes there's a glitch. And this has happened in the past to other people, and I'm talking 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah, there you go. Corey says that happens to me too. And yeah, Deborah, hi Deborah. See, YouTube is a bit weird at the moment. And Stian, you're not the only one. Liz M also is having some issues joining the chat. Sweetie, you are not blocked. You are not shadow banned. You did nothing wrong. And this is not on our end. I mean, this is not on my end. This is on YouTube's end. Sometimes this happens. What does help, some people notice that if they log in on their computer or laptop, then all of a sudden the chats work. But if they do it from their phone, there's a glitch there. Some update is needed, or the latest update messed up something within the app. But usually on the computer or laptop, the chats work. And then they are more problematic on smartphones, tablets. I don't know why. I don't know why this is. Oh, thank you. Stian says you're getting my likes at least. Thank you. Very kind of you. But just don't worry, sweetie. You are not blocked. This is on YouTube. YouTube has a lot of issues. Grant Ramirez, how's it going? Deborah C says, I was locked out in live chat. It was very strange. But Deborah is back. So I'm telling you, something is going on with YouTube lately. Grant Ramirez, I usually have to close the chat, then open it again. Sometimes, if I try to chat, it acts like it goes through, but it doesn't. And this is a glitch on YouTube's end, and I wish I knew why they cannot fix this. Gloria Rethino says, yes, that's happened to me. The phone wouldn't go through. So if you do have a computer, I know it's a bit annoying to turn on the computer, go on YouTube on the computer, but just letting you know, it's been an issue for a few people, not just you, Stian. Corey Emerson says there were updates last night. So yeah, that could be a reason. Polyhesta says sometimes my comments don't show when I use my iPad. Oh man, good old Apple. Always messing with us, but always charging us the most. Terrie says, thank you, Sid. I miss my mom every day, and it's been 16 years since I lost her. Deborah C says, I'm using MacBook Pro, and it gets dodgy sometimes, even with updates. Alayam is watching from iPad. Shaban says, I'm listening. I'm just really irritated about all this tech crap. I don't really have much to say. Oh, Shaban, I know. We are all irritated by the tech crap. You're not alone. It's a problem for all of us. I wish it were much easier and it's more streamlined. But yeah. Sid says, if you have a smart fridge with the screen, watch it on your smart fridge. And I've got someone following me around, and I got notifications that they are giving me TU, and it's called Someone. Deborah. Gloria says, YouTube is a temperamental teen. Yeah. Oh, Terrie, of course. Thank you so much. MacBook Pro is still doing great. I just think I push it too much with the live streams and the editing, so the battery is a little bit strained. But don't you worry, Terrie, because I have already been to the Apple Genius Bar. And they said that I can take it in after I save all my data. I can take it in, and then they can check if they need to swap the battery and give me a new battery. But I first have to save everything to an external hard drive, and then I can take it into Apple, and then they're going to, it's an update thing. Terrie, it's probably, they told me already at Apple, it's probably just an update thing that they messed up. So it's on them, and they can fix it. So that's the only thing. But other than that, it's totally fine because I keep it, you know, I plug it into the electricity anyway. And Deborah says, sometimes the genius bar has idiots there. You know. Well, we'll go. Armin says, also, when I'm watching already streamed live streams from my notebook, I still can see the chats, but from phone and iPad, it doesn't show. It does show when you click on that little dot, and you have to wait for it to get formatted, and you have to wait for the live stream to get processed, and then usually a couple of hours after the live stream, the live chats replay are available as well. But there's that little tiny, when you open the comments, in the upper right corner, there are weird two little dots. And they're so tiny. And you gotta click on that one dot to switch from comments to chat. And then you gotta click on the dot again to switch from chats to comments. It is so silly. And I don't know why YouTube did not come up with a more clear and better way of differentiating and allowing people to understand how they can swap between comments and chat. 98 likes. Let's get to 100 likes, you guys. So it just creeps me out. I don't need my fridge watching me in my jammies at 3 a.m. Oh, Corey, don't you worry. Your phone is watching you in your jammies. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, Terrie, I got Apple Care. So everything, don't you worry. Yeah, it's going to be fine. I know, Valentina Kapmos, how's it going, sweetie? The technical concoction of it all. I know. Deborah C says, I had a faulty charger and they refused to look at it. Replaced sockets, no result. Eventually, I insisted and they said, oh, yes, faulty charger. Well, you know how people are. Everybody's tired. Everybody just wants to go home. Everybody's overworked. Everybody's underpaid. Anyway, I'm really working hard on myself to try to be more patient with people. These are really difficult times. Everybody's strained and stressed. Everybody can snap easier than usual. So I'm just like, okay, I'm going to pull my shit together. I'm going to take it slow. I tell them very firmly, I'm like, hey, I think you're freaking out a little. It's okay. Anyway, let's talk about Chanel. Let's get to the topics at hand. So let's film a little topic. Chanel! Oh, Corey says, oh, a really fast update, job update. Mason hubby had a fantastic job interview yesterday. Congratulations. Fingers crossed. Corey, that's great to hear. Good news. It's good to have good news in these dark times. Hit it, Bubbles. Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. Chanel has just showcased their Fall-Winter 2025 Pret-à-Porter collection in Gale, Paris. And we have already reviewed the runway, all the fashion looks, but let's take a close-up look at the close-ups of the collection, accessories, highlights, the good, the bad, and the ugly, if you know what I mean. Like there's some good stuff and then there's some stuff. But first, subscribe to my channel. Let's get to 100K. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thumb up the video. And everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's a legend, just my opinion. These are photos taken from the Chanel website. Hence, us reviewing them falls under fair use. All right, let's get to the first one. And I want to hear your thoughts. Now, I am filming this video in front of a live virtual audience. I live stream several times a week on my channel. Subscribe and join the live chats so you get to partake in the live conversation. And I'm going to read some of the chats now. So first, I want to showcase the close-up of this Northwest or Northeast bag with a tiny little munchkin bag attached to it. These are two separate bags. You can buy them separately. I noticed already there on the corner the chain with the intertwined leather poking through. So I believe this little clutch with a handle also has a non-detachable chain. I don't know why Chanel does this. I hate when they do that. Because if you want to hold it by the handle, you're going to have to stuff the chain inside of the bag. That chain is going to take up half of the space of the bag inside. Plus, it's going to possibly dent, scratch whatever material is inside of the bag because it's a metal chain. It's so stupid. Corey Emerson says, I'm sort of over East-West bags. Yeah, I mean, if it had a detachable chain, I would kind of be all for it because I do love this tweed. The little teeny tiny one we've seen before. Now I'm going to showcase to you more of these round ones. This is a more egg-shaped, well, it's kind of an elliptical shaped baglet, like an egg. And you know, you get to choose. With the price of eggs these days, this one's probably going to cost as much as an egg. So what are you going to do? You're going to buy an egg, or you're going to buy an egg-shaped Chanel baglet to keep your egg inside of it, maybe, because it is the shape of a tiny quail egg. So maybe you can purchase, because chicken eggs are hard to find these days and are very expensive. Maybe you can carry your quail egg inside of this little tiny munchkin bag, and then you have your quail. Look, hard-boiled quail egg. And then you carry it around because you are a skinny legend. And then you go, you know, to lunch with your besties. You sit at your table and you open your little tiny baglet. You take your little tiny quail egg and you break it and you peel it. And then you eat it and that's your lunch. And then you stay skinny, carb-free. So there you go. Quail egg bougie for a bougie bag. There you go. Gloria says, it's a bag to carry your chain. Yeah, this is the bag to carry the chain. Sid says, or a Subway sandwich, Cecilia. Oh, useless shape unless you need to carry a flute. Oh, okay, so this is for a flute or a Subway sandwich. I love to say sandwich, you know, S-A-M-M-I-C-H instead of sandwich. And this is for the quail egg. Bougie. And of course we keep it delicate pink, darling. Pastel, darling. Pastel, delicate pink. Moving on to bag number 2, or accessory number 2. Okay. This is the 31 Rue Cambon bag. This one has been in production like in the 90s, then it went away, then it came back again. In 2017, it had a big resurgence, and then it was gone again, then it came back again. And here it is in the smallest shape I've ever seen. Okay? And guess what? This one also has a chain. And the chain is inside of the bag, meaning if the chain is stuffed in the bag, really there's no space for anything in this bag. So this is ridiculous. But I'm showing it to you because, like, they either made them so small as a gimmick. No, Sid, not even a credit card would fit in this. I think this is too small even for credit cards. But what I am thinking is two things. Either Chanel is doing this because they're like, okay, hold on a minute. Our bags are way too expensive at this point. So this is our aspirational entry-level price category because regular size bags start at like $5,000, $4,000 and upwards. So like, let's charge, you know, $5,000 for the big one and $3,000 for the little one. You know, Chanel is crazy, allegedly. Everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged and just my opinion. So in my opinion, allegedly they're crazy, whoever is deciding their prices, and they're thinking to themselves, yeah, 3,000 euros. Oh, cheap, très cheap. Maybe we should charge 3,500 euros. Because Chanel is extraordinary. We do not sell baglets or baguettes under 3,000 euros. So I don't know. Sid says, I wonder how Coco Chanel would feel about this. She would not feel anything. She would be so, I mean, what? Girl. So to me, it's like they made them so small as a gimmick, but also to say like, yeah, you want one of our bags? Now you can get it at an affordable price. I don't think this is going to cost under $3,000, you guys. I don't know. 3,000. I don't see this being 2,000. I think they're going to charge more. So if they're thinking that this is their entry-level aspirational price ticket, might I remind you, dear Chanel, that there was a time when your actual timeless classic double flap or 255 used to cost $3,000. And now you want that amount of money for a joke. No. No. Kelly Carrick says, I can fit a lifesaver in that. And broken dreams. I always say the tiny munchkin bags, they always fit broken dreams. After all is said and done, and I love a tiny bag. Don't get me wrong. I love munchkin bags. I have a few myself. But there's a price limit. After a certain price point, I'm like, no, we're done here. Thank you. Moving on. Okay, let's talk about these shoes for a second because I am kind of obsessed with these. And I've seen they also have a pink version, like a powder dust antique rose version, which I'm obsessed with. I love that silky vibe and the two-tone, it's your classic two-tone sling pump, right? I'm not a big fan of the naked, heel. I wish they were completely closed, but then I would wear them with a sock. I would trash these, and I think they would look really cool. Something about them is giving me, I am in denial about the world falling apart around me, and I am just waking up in my boudoir, darling, and I'm putting on these shoelettes just to walk from the bed to the bathroom and pee. And that's the vibe they're giving me, and I really want one pair. I want a pair. I love them. I love them. Maria says, Pompadour vibes. Yes, it's very decadent, very Louis XIV. I love this. And it looks also very animalic and organic. This beautiful frizzy satin or silk vibe almost looks like feathers. It almost looks like it's featherly. Love it. There's something about them. And you know what it is? It's this little pull string back that's almost like a scrunchy vibe. That's what makes it look very homey. Like, yeah, take me to the bathroom and back, very house slippalettes. Slippalettes with little heels and a little double C. Cute. Cute. Not gonna lie. These are, we'll go. But yeah. Yes, Diva on a budget. Yes, you better walk to that bidet, handsome. Yeah, it's the bidet slipolette. The dégradé bidet slipolette. So there you go. So this is leather and silk and gros grand. So the tip is in black gros grand. Then we have a little bit of silk here or satin. And then the heel probably has a bit of leather. And the bottom sole is leather. Yeah, Naked Eye says, I like a hair scrunchie thing. Yeah, kind of cute. There you go. So this is, I would like a pair. if I ever find a size 42, which is the biggest size they make, by the way. 42, and then width, the bigger width, which is C. I think B is the more narrow width, and C is the bigger width. Okay, next picture. The next one. Okay, that's a teeny tiny. So we had the quail bag. And then this is round. So we had that elliptical little baglet, and then we have the round baglet. Chanel has done these round baglets in the past, just a couple of years ago. And they've done them bigger like this. And there was a particular purple one. It was a beautiful shade of purple. I've had it. I photographed. I mean, I didn't have it personally. I've had it in my hands when I was at the Chanel boutique and I took pictures. I even posted it to my Dacob CC, all spelled together, Instagram account. Go check me out there for all special photos on my obsession with Chanel. All photos by me, by the way. Anyway, there's that teeny tiny chain, kind of cutesy. This doesn't even fit a golfing ball, you guys. No, this is, I mean, I don't know. What could it, nothing. Not even broken dreams at this point, because nothing. Gloria says, I'd wear that on my wrist. I mean, if you're particularly chunky, you can wear this as a ring. Okay? The chain goes around your finger. There you go. very bougie, you know, and you could put it on your Labubu. Where's my Labubu? Hold on. Ah, put it on my little Labubu on the king. So maybe the Labubu can wear it. Put it on the Labubu or something. Look, Labubu. Yeah. Yeah, you want it? Yeah, you do. Yeah, I know you do. Ooh, giddy, giddy, giddy. Okay. Okay, girl. Bye. Next. Okay, so I just wanted to showcase this one because, oh yeah, Sid, the little baglet for antidepressants. Yeah, for little pellets. Um, you know how Chanel every couple of years makes their little rectangular mini with pearls? This time around, when I zoom into this one, it is basically black sequins everywhere. And then they do the white pearls. And usually they go viral. People want them. They used to cost way less than they do now. My problem with these is the distribution of the pearls. I really don't like it. And I'm saying this because of the part of the bag here at the edges always. It's where they kind of stop adding the pearls because they don't want the pearl to be folded in, or they don't want the stitch to break. And then you end up with this separation where you have quite a bit of that blackness. And that looks so cheap to me. That really looks so cheap to me. That gap edge is thick, says Kat. Yeah. And you have it here as well, and then you have it down here. They've made it a little bit better there at this kind of turn lock point, although here I would still add another pearl there. But this is okay-ish. But this, no. Too much of a gap, and it just makes it look cheap for me. Don't like it. But this is this year's version for fall winter 25 of their pearl bag. That there used to be a time when, you know, Chanel bags and the minis used to have their moments of like, oh, this is this year's mermaid bag, or the unicorn. They would call it the unicorn bag during the lockdown years. Now there's no such thing as a unicorn bag anymore. Those times have long gone. Anyway, moving on to the next. So this is a no for me. Definite no. It's going to be super overpriced and super expensive. Okay, three things I want to showcase here. This ugly ass vanity bag. I hate when they do these little zippolets around the thing, because this is one size, that lid is smaller, and then you have this kind of bump inwards with the zipper. And you know they're going to stitch this all wonky. We've been there before, Chanel. Learn from your mistakes. This is a travesty. And probably they're going to have really thick-ass glazing around the lid of that. I can't. Now, the bracelet looks cheap to me. The necklace looks fabulous. I really want one of these huge necklaces. Labubu, wouldn't you love it? Huh? Yeah, you wanna you wanna snatch it. It's just a picture. It's just a picture. You can't have it just yet. But so I can tell you so much so far that usually Chanel necklaces come in 3 sizes. Like, for example, this one, this is the small one, almost choker size. Then they had this one also like mid-length, and then there's a long length, like a sautoir. They did the same with these. So for fall winter 25, they did this oversized, gigantic Chanel necklaces, like zoomed in. Louis Vuitton did it a couple of years ago. Moschino did it for their Barbie collection in 2015. This is nothing new, but it is new for Chanel. Now, here's the thing. On the runway, I have seen these in 3 sizes. The shorter one, the longer one that ends round about here, and then the extra long one that goes up to here. She's moving and it's kind of swinging, so it looks like it's shorter than it is. But so this one comes in like 3 sizes. And I'm thinking for my live streams, because you don't really see me full body, I would love to have this as the shorter version, so it's on camera. But these are glass beads and glass pearls and metal, and so it's kind of like a zoomed in version of their classic necklaces. And their classic necklaces are already like $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. What are they going to charge for this? $10,000? $5,000? Like, I don't know. But I think it's going to be impossible. And also, let me show you it. Hold on. Let me put Labubu down. you know, so this necklace came in this box, okay? And what box is this one going to come in? Like, this box for this tiny necklace. How huge will the box, like, you know what I mean? Like, what are they going to do? Like, what sort of box? It's going to be, it's going to be ginormous. And it's going to cost a couple thousand, like $5,000 to $10,000, I believe. I don't think this is going to cost any less. What do you guys think? But I love it. The bracelet looks cheap to me, to be honest with you. This I don't really like. This travesty, and they made them in different colors. My favorite one is with the red glass beads. There's like a rosy version, a transparent version, and then there's this gorgeous Renaissance ruby blood pigeon red, which I love. There you go. There you go. Corey says, 10K for glass? No. I'll take real pearls for 400, please. Oh, man. Kelly says, it's not worth it. 6,000. Well, did anybody get any reply from their sales associates about pricing? Let me check. I didn't. My sales associate ignored me. I sent a message yesterday with pictures. I'm like, look, number this, look, number that, look, number that. How much is this, this, and this? I got no answer yet. Moving on to the next picture. Look how beautiful that red ruby color glass is when it kind of lets the light through from the right angle. Oh, I just love that color of red. It's the red for me. Like, honestly, I would be happy if they just sold me one ball. Just the one red ball I would be happy with, just to hold it and look at it all day long. Would be enough for me. Like, I don't need the full necklace. I just want one of those glass, just one of the glass balls. And then we have another East-West bag, this time in patent leather. No, this looks cheap to me. I'm not a big fan of those shiny leather baglets like this with the metallics. The metallic shiny ones. Oof. Kat says, finally a bag for my Costco hot dog. That looks a little bit cheapish. Next picture. This is what I was saying. Now, here they twirled the necklace around the neck once. Love the earring, although nothing new. We've seen these in the 80s and 90s, slightly differently constructed, but this is a very vintage-looking 80s earring, which I adore. This is very Vivienne Westwood, the shirt. This type of scribble, scrabble, done by hand vibe. Vivienne was a master at doing this, even the same colorway that she would do, but we digress. You see here, you can see that this is glass. It's not a perfectly round pearl. It has those little waves here as well. Here as well. Living. No, this is not knitwear. This is just jersey printed. Oh my gosh, okay. Yeah, these little glass red ones to die for. Earring also cute. So I believe this is not a choker. This is this necklace just rounded around the neck once. But there is a slightly longer version of this that ends here, this length, and then the other two. Like usually they do all their necklaces in those three sizes. The double C comes as well. I mean, they always have, even here on this little tiny choker-ish necklace, they always have that double C somewhere. This looks like hammered metal. You know, it's like a hammered, very Goussons. Very Goussons. Now, I don't know if Goussons made this, but if it did, oh my God, how to resist. Anyway, moving on to the next one. Okay, they have done these ribbon, lace, whatever, ribbon bags in the past, different shapes. They have dedicated bags to ribbons often. Some look better than others. This is not the first. The whole collection, Fall Winter 25, is dedicated to bows, ribbons. In fact, here's one just floating off of the dress and there as well. And then, but I'm not a fan of this. Maybe because it's too girly, but not in a innovative, youthful, fresh way. Just looks a bit dated to me. Kev says these bow bags are diabolic. So Kev, do you like them or you don't like diabolic in a good way or in a bad way? Yeah, Kelly Carrick says it's overdone. Yeah, we've seen it quite a bit. We've seen it often. Kind of to celebrate the bows and these ribbons, this classic Chanel thing. I'm wearing a brooch from their Métier d'Art 2021/22 Le 19M collection, where it's kind of a symbol. This Maltese Byzance cross is held together by gold ribbon that is kind of laced through the entire brooch, but it's a golden kind of lace bow. You can see it kind of how it twirls around every glass pearl or every crystal. Anyway, moving on to the next one. Kev says bad childish way. Yeah, the bows are very amateur. They look amateur. It does look like Zara, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh, Maji says it's beautiful. Thank you. Okay, this is a very bizarre one. By the way, here's the boot version of that interesting shoe. I'm not a fan of this as a boot. I prefer it as, as a slingback. But as a pump, I would prefer it the most. But slingback, second best. Boot, cute, but no. But cute if you're going to wear this outside. I'm just thinking about the slingback to wear it indoors. But if you're going to wear it outside, more power to you. Love this little Victorian vibe. This bag is bizarre. Okay, it's bizarre because of this funky, heavy, huge, unproportionate chain at the bottom that makes the whole bag expand. It's so bizarre. Anya says the boot is very Les Mis. Yeah, very Les Miserables. Yeah, Kev says, I kind of like the bag without the chain trim. So I can't go, I see I'm cut off here. But I mean, if I were to cover the chain, it would just be a little tiny baglet. I would also prefer it without the chain trim. That chain trim makes no sense to me. A bit too much, it's too, the proportions are off. It doesn't harmonize nicely. It's kind of vulgar, is what I'm saying. Next. These cutouts with the bows. Oh my God, so tacky. Okay, so believe it or not, this is a necklace, but it's actually a crossbody bag, which is why they put it crossbody and not around the neck as a necklace, because this big pearl here is a bag. And that little cut that you see down there is to swivel it open like this. It's the hinge. We've seen Chanel do these little pearl bags. Also, I found it very funny how you've all seen, and if you haven't, I'm going to tell you, there's quite a few of those fake VIP gift bags out there, pearl bags from Chanel. They're not real, pre-loved secondhand websites, what have you. And then they say, oh, was a VIP gift. And then it's like a plastic pearl. And they say it's Chanel, but it's not. But I feel like Chanel now took that to make their authentic version and turned it into a crossbody bag. But this looks, I mean, if it wasn't for this double C here, like this is, it could be Moschino. You guys are saying in the chats it could be Zara. Naked Eye says Chanel cannot do Zara clothing and bags. Too tacky. Hello Kitty says Kev. Gold Cat Studios, it's giving Hello Kitty. There you go. Johnny loves it, though. Naked Eye says, no, thank you. Looks like a Christmas bauble or a boulet. Pardon me. I mean, it is what it is. Not for me. And then this cutout bow. What a mess. No. Okay, moving on. We were discussing this during the fashion show, how we love this interesting degradé, the fade from this transparent, translucent chiffon silk into a spray denim effect. But I'm not going to show you the shirt today. I'm focused on the belt. Okay, this belt is huge. It's giving me Y2K, but it's also giving me 70s, 60s. And I mean, it's so huge that they had to put 4 double C's, which is a little bit tacky. They didn't have to put 4 double C's, okay. But I kind of still love it. It's real, Melissa. Melissa's asking, is it AI generated? No, it's not. It's real. The belt is underneath the shirt. The shirt is translucent. Cecilia is asking, why is it hidden under the shirt? I kind of like the idea that it's hidden under the shirt and you see it and you don't see it. I love this effect. This is an effect, by the way, a little tidbit of pop culture and cinema history for you guys. This is an effect that Alfred Hitchcock would use often to create more mystery in a scene. If a character would be coming out of the bathroom in the background, he would have a kind of like a similar texture to this, like a gauze. That would create a smoky vibe, and the person would be behind it, and they would look like this, slightly undefined, to create mystery, but you wouldn't know that there's that gauze in front. And so this is kind of the Hitchcock effect, but done on clothing. Find it very interesting. We're going to put a pin in this. We'll get back to this particular shape in another piece of accessory. Moving on. Munchkin bag again, and again it has a chain and the chain is stuffed inside, so there's no space for anything else if you carry the chain inside the bag, and the chain is not detachable. They're going to make these in a gazillion different colorways. There's going to be the metallics, there's going to be the lambskin version that are not metallic. You can get a black one, you can get a red one, pink one, whatever. And how much is this going to cost? I also think it's going to be around 2,500, 3,000. You know what? I think at least 3,000. I think at least 3,000. I think Chanel is too late to the game with these. Other brands have done it much better. I have a Vivienne Westwood little munchkin bag called the Mini Linda. Listen, Linda, such a cutie patootie. Was $400 like full price. Then I got it on sale for like $200 or even less. And it's leather. That's a price. Okay, $200, not 3,000 or however much this is going to cost. So this is a no for me, but it was worth showing because I do believe it has a little turn lock and it is mimicking the Timeless Classic, except it has the top handle, which is not very Timeless Classic of it. We'll go. Moving on to the next picture. The quail egg bag, again, a little bit more of a close-up for us to see. You can put your hard-boiled quail eggs in there or your pills. The ring is kind of cute. I think these come in different sizes. It's not fine jewelry, it's costume jewelry though. So be careful, if you sweat with this, you might oxidize it a bit. Moving on to the next picture. I like that the chain is short. I told you to put a pin on it or in it. Yes, this gargantuan piece is also available as a necklace. It's ugly, but I want it. It looks cheap, but I want it. And also, I love this center thing. It looks like a rotary telephone. You can, and then these 4 double C's are tacky. They could have just done something else, but it's ugly, but I want it. And I want it because it's huge. And then I want to wear it on top of a t-shirt or something, not on bare skin. Or could you imagine it on this white shirt? I mean, look how tiny this brooch is compared to that. Like this brooch is the size of the rotary little piece, right? So around this brooch, imagine like all of this hanging off my neck. It's ugly, but I kind of want it, okay? So this thing is also going to cost you probably, I have not received prices yet, $3,000 to $4,000, I think is going to be the price for this because it's quite big and Chanel loves to overcharge. So maybe even more, maybe 5,000. Monarch says this looks like the belt to me. It's too big for a belt. No, Monarch. So let me explain to you how it works with Chanel. when they create their costume jewelry, they have certain topics for every season, 4 or 5. They go through the specific highlights and they create the entire range for that highlight. So this particular piece, they're going to make it as a belt. They're going to make it as a necklace. It's probably too big, but if you turn it like this, they might even make it rounded as a cuff. It's a thing they do. That's what Chanel does. So this is a necklace. What you've seen earlier is a belt. Just to be very clear, that's what they do. That's what they've been doing for decades. So it doesn't surprise me at all, but it has a bib vibe. Yeah, Melissa, it's a bib. It's bibbish. Now, if this were also a brooch, that would be interesting. It would be a really chunky brooch, though. Moving on to the next one, but ugly, but I want it. Okay. Okay. Now, this is ugly. And I mean ugly, and I don't want it. This is uglier than, in my opinion, than even what Zara could make. This, I mean, this is H&M. No, this is even worse than, I don't know what the hell this is. This is disgusting. This is like that meme of that lady that comes into the room where the little girls are live streaming and one of them didn't flush the toilet. She's like, which one of yous left the shit in the toilet? Well, it was one of yous. Disgusting. That's what this is. Oh my God, is this bad? And you know it's going to cost like $30,000 because it's a minaudière. And this is kind of the only chunkier minaudière that they have this collection. They always have one that is like highlight of the season. And they're always a little bit tacky, but this is really on another level of tacky. So their minaudières lately have been around about $23,000, and they go up in price every year. So this one is going to be like 25 to 30,000, I believe. Yeah. No, this is really ugly. Ugly. But yeah. Oh yeah, we love the shirt cuff though. Yeah, that's beautiful. But some people love it. Oh, Kelly says Timu or Temu. Yeah, Cardi B would say, "What is that?" So Corey says, as my grandma would say, "That's ugly as sin." A bedazzled project gone wrong, says Style by Chrissy. And Nicole Pancake says, "I'll take the pirate shirt. Leave the bag." LOL. So there you go. Deborah C likes it. Maggie likes it. Alina Post says, it looks like it's made by Bijou Brigitte. Moving on to the next one. So if you got your $25,000 to $30,000 hanging around, treat yourself. Next. Okay. It's not the first time we've seen Chanel do weird heels. It's not the first time we've seen them do like pearl heels. We've seen it. They've done this a gazillion times. However, what is new about this particular heel is that they have that etched in double C in contrasting black, just to, show off even more the logo. And they kind of pushed the pearl more inwards, so you have that kind of little zigzag moment there, which I kind of like. I like the dynamics of it. You feel like it could break at any moment. I mean, it is Chanel. It is a experimental heel. It might break at any moment, allegedly. But yeah, it's very Karl Lagerfeld 2010. It's a little bit like, okay, been there, done that. For all of the, I know exactly who's going to buy these and wear them and post them to Instagram. And it ain't going to look pretty. You've been warned. Suit yourself. Suit yourself. It's a no from me, but we'll go. The luxury bucket list says it's going to be me. Oh, Corey says they scream mug me. Naked Eye says no way. To each their own. To each their own. And I believe, because it's leather, the boot is relatively high. $2,500 to $3,000, I think, is going to be the price of these. I'm just speculating here, going off how much they would charge for these things currently. But it does have a bit of a fakeish vibe about it, yeah. The leather looks good though, strangely, for once. I like the kind of the shine of it here. The leather looks kind of okay. At least that. Moving on to the next picture, but it was worth showing because, you know. And then we have this little munchkin. Also really short chain. I kind of like the short chain though. The short chain is cute. Cute. And this is a square. It's a square version. So we had the quail egg. We had the little globe. And now we have the square. I'm just thinking what to put in this thing. I mean, we'll go. And I gotta say though, if I'm perfectly honest, between the elliptical, the round, and the square, I think my favorite one is the square. I already talked about this hideous dress during the review of the show, so I'm not going to talk about it again. But okay, hear me out. Because it's a joke. It's a conversation starter. So let's say you're going to an event, a dinner, a soiree of sorts. Okay, so this one, okay, so the round one, if you put it on a table, it's going to roll over, it's going to roll to the side. It's never going to have that moment. It's never going to be positioned the way you want it really to be positioned. But this one stands there like a little cube of ice, like a little sweet, like a little treat. You know, like so this one is more suited for promotional purposes, like you just put it on a table. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. This one is giving me more like, let me put it on my table at dinner. And it's not going to roll over, it's not going to roll away like the round ones would. Alina Post says it can fit her patients. There you go. Next picture. And this is the last picture that I have for you. This is taken from the Chanel International Instagram account, so go check them out. Okay. I saved, you be the judge. Did I save the best for last or the worst for last? You know how Virginie, when she was at Chanel, she was peddling that notion of the readers club, and all of the rich ladies would fly in every fashion show and they would sit at 31 Rue Cambon. They would read books together and they would invite a poet. This is like making fun of that, I feel, because obviously this is not a real pencil. Obviously this person doesn't use this to write. So it's not like they have a pencil behind their ear because they're so busy and intellectual, they're writing all day long. This is kind of a joke like saying, I'm dumb as a breadcrumb, but I'm going to fake it, okay? I'm going to like walk around like I have a little pencil. And this squishes your ear, makes you look like Dumbo, and then take away the O, and just leave the rest of the word. That's how you're going to look when you wear this. Dumbo minus the O. Because it's like what are you trying to what is this? It's like making fun of people who actually do read and write. Because this bimbo doesn't read and write, but she puts a fake pencil on her ear to act like she reads and writes. I think this is offensive to poets and writers. I don't find this cute or funny. I think this is stupid. And I can imagine somebody sitting there at the Chanel costume jewelry being like, I did this. This is like, okay, I did that. Oh, my girl. I would not run around the blog, the fashion blog, screaming at the high heavens that you did this because this is embarrassing. Okay. This is embarrassing. Just no. Yeah, I see they did the cute thing of putting the pearl in the back like it's the eraser. And it looks like they've used up the pencil that's usually longer. So they used up the pencil and they used the eraser. Like this person actually writes. This person actually uses the eraser like they've actually used this because they're intellectual and intelligent. Girl, give me a break. Shaban says, so much of this just feels like AI typed in bows, pearls, cutesy pencils, voila. And this is an interesting comment, Shaban, because we were talking about this with Corey just a couple of months ago when Virginie Vial left, June of 2024. There was a lot of speculation behind the scenes that one of the reasons that Virginie was not really happy being there, allegedly, was because the Baconator was pushing forth with their marketing team more AI implementation in the design and creation of certain items and their fashion. And it's interesting that you guys are pointing out that you feel like this could be an AI image. And this is why we had the comment also earlier. I think Melissa was saying, I can't believe like the belt underneath that shirt, it looks like AI. You see how we are now so subjected to this AI technology and aspect of media that now we are no longer secure of ourselves. We don't know if what our eyes show us is the truth or not. So we're standing here in front of this thinking to ourselves, wait, hold on a minute. Did Chanel actually make this? Did they photograph this? Or is this some person who made an AI generated image and is saying that it's Chanel? Well, I can tell you that from Chanel's own runway images, I have seen the model wear this. So this actually really did hit the runway. So let me know. Let me know your thoughts down below. These were the close-ups of some of the highlights of accessories for the Fall-Winter 2025 Chanel Pret-à-Porter collection, designed by the in-house atelier. Let me know what your thoughts are. Subscribe. Let's get to 100K subbies and never give up on love. Thumb up the video. Bye. Sorry, guys. Ooh, swallowed wrong. Corey says, AI designers are a lot cheaper than paying people to design stuff. Monarch says, yeah, Siobhan, I'm an older person and I feel this way all the time. I'm sure people are like, but this is the future. Get used to it, says Siobhan. Yeah, well, all right. The cost-effective thing. Zeitgeist says, I love it. It's more in your generation, though. That's why you love it, maybe. Oh, thank you, Gloria. Bravo, Dacob. Thumbs up. Thank you, guys. Thumb up the video. Natadita says, I mean, was this designed by AI, the collection? We don't know. It's a really legitimate and good question, Natadita. I have no clue. Kari says, they are pushing AI on my work. I don't want it. Armin says, Dacob, did you see the Louis Vuitton show? Not yet. Brenda, I have seen the early access for Louis Vuitton Cherry Blossom. I have been in the artificial waiting room. I entered after they let me wait. Yeah, it's sold out. It's all sold out, and I don't give a... I was about to say the F word, but no. They're not going to get my money. But like I said, I love Takashi Murakami, so I get my Takashi Murakami without collaborations. I get the authentic Takashi Murakami with his own designs where he's not collaborating with anybody. So thank you. I was wearing this in my latest live stream. It's the little tiny panda. Isn't it adorable? Sorry, guys, it's the green that kind of, yeah. So this pin, love it to bits. And the Kai Kai Kikiko, this is Takashi Murakami's own brand. So just to be very clear, I love Takashi. I don't need to have him by hook or by crook on overly priced, subpar quality Louis Vuitton items. I don't have the FOMO. There are some pieces that are cute, and I'm like, really? I mean, you know, yeah, there are some pieces that I would buy, regardless of the fact that it's overpriced crap, because I am a sucker for fashion. But I'm not worried. I'm not running after it. I'm not worried. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried. Anyway, let me do another topic. Okay, you guys, we were talking about Demna the other day, because right at the end of the show, somebody at the end of the live stream, as we were finishing the live stream, it was a Thursday. That's when Kering announced that Demna Gvasalia was going to take over Gucci. So at the literally tail end of last live stream, we talked about Demna taking over Gucci. I did not know whether or not he was going to do, I think Kev said, the double dipping. I did not know if he was going to still design Balenciaga, and in addition to Balenciaga, start designing also for Gucci, because both belong to Kering. Now, here's the thing. I have news since then, and the news since then are that Demna is leaving Balenciaga and is going to take over Gucci. And this is interesting because this shows me a couple of things. And I'm going to forget those things as I go along because I have a tendency of speaking too long. Dacob, be short. I'm very Vivienne Westwood in that. She would also open up 50 parenthesi, and then she would forget to close a few. Rarely. Mostly she would remember, but we digress. And yeah, and here I go already. I'm already... Okay. So where was I? and we're done. Okay. Yes. So Gucci has much bigger revenues than Balenciaga. Or let's just say for Kering's luxury fashion brand portfolio, Gucci is at the top. Okay? Gucci's at the top of their portfolio. Balenciaga, 10 years ago, that Sasquatchian took over Balenciaga, can you believe, 10 years ago? So when the Sasquatchian took over, I think Balenciaga was in the 300 million revenue a year. He upped it to like 2 or 3 billion a year. So thanks to him, they really grew. Gucci has been in the slump the past year, but Gucci's is around 6 to 8 billion revenue. So Gucci is their like highest earner. But Gucci's been in the slump. Sales started dropping towards the end of Michele's tenure. Then they got Sabato De Sarno in. His Gucci did not sell, so they kept dropping. I believe they said something to the tune of 24% drop. I mean, it was terrible last year. Terrible. Allegedly 24%. I don't remember the exact numbers. But here's the thing. What I think happened is that Kering, or Pinault, thought... Pinault is the owner of Kering, Salma Hayek's hubby. He thought, oof, we got to save our star brand. So let me take the designer that I already have under contract for Balenciaga, and he's been doing great at Balenciaga. Although that's what for Kering standards, he's been doing great. For me, he's canceled. Okay? I will never buy anything from Demna. That kid campaign with the SM teddy bears out, we're done. Thank you. I'll never forgive him for that. We're done. So, but Kering loves him because he brings them in some form of money. I don't think that Balenciaga is making as much money as they used to since their scandal with the teddy bears, but apparently he's still successful enough for Pinault to believe that he might help Gucci get revived, sales-wise. So this is what I thought. I thought he was like, okay, let me sacrifice Balenciaga now, and let me send Demna to Gucci, because if he could push Balenciaga from a 300 million a year revenue to 2-3 billion a year revenue, he can definitely also, or at least we're hopeful that he can amp up Gucci. But people are very skeptical about this because, you know, Balenciaga was not doing very well when Demna first took over. It was a smaller brand in terms of, SKUs and everything. So you could experiment with it. You could do more with it. Similarly to what is happening to Jean Patou, what's the name of the guy who took over Jean Patou? Although nobody talks about him because I guess he failed. Or Dingleberry taking over Schiaparelli. Schiaparelli had nothing to lose when Dingleberry took over. So, of course, they allowed him to experiment with Schiaparelli because they had nothing to lose. With Gucci, we have shit to lose. And Gucci has already been losing. So now it can lose even more. So now we have a problem of figuring out how do we do this, right? So Kering is probably thinking, well, if there's anybody who can help us, it's Demna. Sabato De Sarno didn't work out. Alessandro Michele didn't work out. Our star designer that is already under our contract, so it's going to cost us less, is Demna. So let's send him over to Gucci. I have a sneaky suspicion that Kering, that Pinault offered him to double dip. I have a sneaky suspicion that it was like that Karl Lagerfeld situation where he did Fendi and Chanel and his own brand. And he did Chloe for a certain period of time as well. But I have a sneaky suspicion that Demna said no. I'm just speculating here, you guys. I have nothing to go by but my intuition. And my intuition can be wrong. So don't take my word as truth on this. I'm just speculating. It just feels to me that Demna was like, if I'm going to do this colossal move from Balenciaga to Gucci, I'm going to have to focus all my energies just on Gucci. I'm not going to be able to deliver two brands because Balenciaga now also does haute couture. So Balenciaga, he would have to do 4 shows a year at least. Plus there's, the pre-collection, the cruise collection. So it's like 6 shows a year or 7 shows a year. And then you're going to start doing Gucci on top of that. I think Demna was like, if I'm going to do this, I got to do just Gucci, not Balenciaga. So they announced that he left Balenciaga, but they didn't tell us who is going to take over Balenciaga. And this is very interesting because why would they do it so quickly? It doesn't look like it's something that's been thought out because it leaves such a hole in their portfolio. It's like, oh, our star designer is now going to take over Gucci. And it's like you shoot like Balenciaga in the head. It's like the brand is done, right? Because like, okay, so who's going to take over Balenciaga? Like, why don't you have everything set in place first? Why don't you have all your designers set in stone first? And then you announce the big announcement, hey guys, Demna is going to Gucci and blah, blah, blah is going to Balenciaga. And because they didn't make a very clear announcement of the musical chairs, we are in a bit of a situation right now. And what sort of situation, you might ask? Let me tell you. What happened was when Kering announced that Demna is going to Gucci, I don't think they saw this coming. I don't think that Pinault saw this coming. But the second they announced Demna taking over Gucci, Kering's stocks fell 10%, making them lose 4.25 billion euro on Friday, right after the announcement. The shareholders were not happy to hear that Demna is going to Gucci. They don't believe that he's good for Gucci. They don't think that he has the pizzazz to do Gucci. And this is, guys, Kev says, I feel like he was a rushed decision when other deals fell through. Kev, you might have a point. Kev says Sabato was also fired 2 weeks before they were supposed to show the collection. Also true. So here's the thing. I don't think that Kering thought that announcing Demna as the new artistic director of Gucci would mess up their stock so badly. I don't think he thought that people are not that supportive is the wrong word. Trusting of the capabilities of Demna to be so flexible. And I think this is where Pinault overestimated Demna's popularity, also overestimated Demna's standing in the fashion world and also in the stock fashion world. And I think Pinault woke up to a very, very sobering cold shower awakening. And I think latest now he realizes that Demna's reputation isn't that good as he thought it was. Because I've been asking myself since years now, what does Demna have on Pinault and Kering that they're not kicking him out? Why are they pushing him like he's the holy grail of fashion? Why are they like supporting him so much, protecting him so much? I'm like, this makes no sense. Because a lot of people have a lot of issues with him. Yeah, he has his fanboys, and they all creep me out. But I'm like, doesn't Pino realize that something is off with this dude? Like, no, allegedly, nothing. Okay. And now, latest now, he should wake up and smell the coffee. I'm like, Pino, there's a reason why you lost, what was it? What did I say? $4 billion, a euro overnight in stock. And stocks collapsing after you announced Demna as the new artistic director of Gucci. Like, there's a problem there. Obviously, people don't believe he's going to be able to do it. But then, didn't you think ahead a little bit to protect your stock? And this is why I'm telling you guys, if I were in his position, if I were to advise him as an advisor, I would have said, Pinault, baby, listen and listen good. If you're going to announce Demna as the new artistic director of Gucci, you have to have somebody in place for Balenciaga as well. So when you make the announcement, you announce both people. So there's no hole left that's going to make people scatter and want to throw away the stocks, sell off the stocks, because it doesn't feel safe. And I understand that it doesn't feel safe. You can't just leave Balenciaga vacant. And Veronique, that's the point, let alone the fact that Demna has nothing to do with the Gucci fashion's philosophy and style. Wrong choice. I completely agree with you. Kat says, Pinault needs to put down the Pinault. Good one. Kari says, the mothers won't forget. Never. Mothers will never forget. Yeah, it's a show of no confidence. Yes, Kev, for the shareholders. Alberto says, maybe said Balenciaga campaign was about the higher powers at Kering. Trust you me, Alberto, speculation has been going around the circles. This is not the first time that somebody brings it up. People have been speculating, and it's all alleged. You know how people are, people speculate. But, so yeah, of course we're worried. Now, not that I was a big fan of Alessandro Michele's Gucci, you know I wasn't. I loved Tom Ford's Gucci, but Sabato de Sarno, meh. They should have given him more time, I agree, but he was hemorrhaging money. Okay? Gucci was hemorrhaging money under him, so they had to change something, didn't want to lose more money. But I'm like, Demna, with his bad, terrible, in my humble opinion, reputation, sending him off to Gucci, I'm like, I was already on the fence about Gucci. But now that Demna's coming to Gucci, I'm done. I'm not on the fence anymore. I don't want to have anything to do with it. I don't want to have anything to do with it. At least up until now, I was reviewing the Gucci shows. I won't even be reviewing the Gucci shows after Demna takes over. I stopped consequently reviewing all the Balenciaga shows after that scandal with the teddy bears. And I think I'm the only content creator that maintained that promise of not wanting to have anything to do with them anymore. Other content creators have forgotten how quickly they forget and they just review Balenciaga again. I'm like, no, not me. And now, Pino, if you want to give Demna Gucci, fine. Then I will cancel Gucci from my channel. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to review their shows under Demna. No, not going to happen. Absolutely not going to happen. Not on my channel. So, Go watch the cheap sellouts review that show.
Léa donatait de $5. Grazie, caro Dacob. Anch'io in un château a Balenciaga, al 100%. Che chifo la pubblicità con dei bimbi.
Oh, thank you so much. Wait, can we open this just a second? Let me see. Can I open the text? Why couldn't it open earlier? So Lea said, grazie caro Dacob, anch'io ho rinunciato a Balenciaga al 100%, che schifo quella pubblicità con quei bambini, con dei bimbi. Lea, aspetta, ti scrivo il nome prima e poi ti dico una cosa. And we're adding Lea to our good luck St. Patrick's Day 3-leaf clover coin and putting you in our treasure chest. Thank you so much, Lea. No, perché dopo quella pubblicità, ma te lo dico in italiano perché hai scritto il commento in italiano. Dopo che... ok. Ciao. Dopo che ha fatto la pubblicità con i bambini, gli orsacchiotti, poi ha fatto anche un'altra pubblicità con Adidas. Non so se ti ricordi, però Adidas aveva fatto i contratti, tipo anche tutti gli estratti dei documenti di corte dove c'erano dei tipi che facevano delle cose con i bambini e c'erano tutti questi documenti che erano fotografati e messi lì sul tavolo dove c'erano tutti i vestiti Adidas e Balenciaga. Quindi c'erano 2 campagne pubblicitarie quasi allo stesso tempo che hanno fatto sì che io dicessi no, basta. Balenciaga proprio non sa da fare. Okay, now I'm back to English. Sorry, just wanted to let Lea know that there are 2 ad campaigns with Balenciaga that we're discussing. Naked Eyes, this was Italian. Sorry, yeah. So, okay, so we have this issue of these 2 ad campaigns. They did one with Adidas and the court documents that were photographed with texts describing people who do certain things to kids. That was disgusting. And then in a similar time, they also posted the photo of the kids with the teddy bears and the SM gear. So what I'm saying here is this was not a coincidence. These are way too many things happening at the same time that are interlocked. But then they say, oh, we had no clue. You know what I mean? I'm like, maybe for one of the 2 ad campaigns, we could say, maybe I had no clue. But you did 2, baby. You did 2. And one was more disgusting than the other, in my humble opinion. No, Anya, it was 2 different ones. The teddy bear thing was like their Christmas accessories ad campaign. And the other ad campaign with the court documents, that was the Adidas Balenciaga collaboration campaign. 2 separate things, 2 separate collections, 2 separate ad campaigns. And yet it all kind of made sense when you connected the dots. And, and I don't know what's worse. Polly S says, I love how Dacob started talking with his hands the moment he started speaking Italian. Did I? That was subconscious. I had no clue. But yeah, when you speak in Italian, you got to use the hands. So, hi, LP Fashionista. What was I saying? So, yeah, I speak a little bit of French as well, Naked Eyes. Correct, Anya. Yes, the teddy bears wearing the SM gear, they had the kids in the ads. And the other ad was in an office, in like a business, like a skyscraper office scenario with like office desks and people sitting on the desk with their legs on the desks and stuff like that. It was 2 separate ads. And I don't know, here's what I wanted to say. I don't know what's worse, the actual ads or the people defending the ads. Oh, you best believe I never forgot who I saw publicly defending those ads. And I'm like, bitch, I mean, you can be young and dumb, but there's no excuse. For this, I mean, how dumb can you be to let this fly twice? No, no, absolutely not. Me, no. And the people who defended it, they're dead to me. Like, sorry, we're not going to be friends. We're never going to be friends. Do they give 2 Fs? No, they don't give 2 Fs because, they're successful in their own right. They have their minions who follow them. And okay, but that just shows you how disgusting and vile most of humanity is. I mean, people just don't care. Especially in these superficial fashion spheres. Disgusting. Valentina Capuano, how's it going, sweetie? Ciao, caro Dacob. Finally, I made it to a live. Wow, I didn't know about the Adidas commercial. Doppio schifo. No, certo che doppio schifo. Quadruplo schifo. No, veramente. But also, after that was all said and done, I'm like, okay, we're good. Thank you. We're done here. You're going to let go of Demna. No, instead, he issued some lame-ass corporate written apology saying, oh, I'll do better. Our entire team is going to go do some course about sensitivity. But I didn't know anything about this. I didn't know that they did what they did. I'm like, you are the artistic director of this brand. You cannot pull a Donnie potato chip, okay? And now that the ship is sinking, you're like, it wasn't me. It's not my fault. I had no clue. I'm like, you're the artistic director. It is your responsibility. So even his apology was like not really an apology. He said, yeah, I'm going to do this. They caught me, so I'm going to do this course to rehabilitate myself, but the entire team is going to do this course. So there you go. Apology done. We're good. Moving on. And Kering was like, yeah, this is enough. This is okay. Apology accepted. Moving on. You're going to stay at Balenciaga, And funny how Kim Kardashian was like disgusted, appalled by this. Kids first, kids first. Yeah? Well, what did the hoe do? 2 collections later, she was the face of Balenciaga again. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I mean, like, come on. No, just no. No, absolutely not. Anyway, T-Pal, how's it going, sweetie? Oh my gosh, wait, I'll turn on the thing. Sorry, I was talking. Let me turn on the notifications. Thank you, T-Pal.
T-Pal donatait de $50. Ah, child is a victim. I applaud your morals and integrity for standing up to anyone who support Demna.
Thank you so much, T-Pal. You get a good luck coin for St. Patrick's Day. And we're going to put you in the golden shrine. Thank you. So anyway, it is what it is. Munyamu says people are simply super hypocritical. They think if they defend the powerful ones, they will get something from them. Disgusting. Yeah. And they're going to get the invitations to the shows. They're going to be front row. They're going to get the goodie bags. There is no moral in fashion. Take it from someone who has worked in the fashion industry, both behind the scenes and in front of the scenes. Both on stage, behind the stage, in production, in marketing, in PR, in sales, shop, boutique management, showroom sales. There is no moral in fashion. Okay. I can tell you a story. And I'm not going to say the brand because NDA. I was working in a showroom for a certain brand, and one of my colleagues was female, also working in sales. And a client came in that had an appointment with her. The client was a male gentleman in his, a little bit older. Fashion Week has been going on for a couple of days already. At night they party. During the mornings and afternoons they go to the showrooms to place orders for their shops. So he was a little bit wasted from the night before, and he was irritated, grumpy. He was grumpy. I mean, he was more than grumpy. He attacked her for no reason. I saw. Because she was new and also young, he didn't respect her, and also she was a girl. He started calling her the most vile names, and he was about to hit her. When, at that point, one of the sales managers, was a little bit higher up there, responsible for his territory, where this client was from, steps in and says, no, this is not how you do. You cannot talk to, my employees this way, blah, blah. And he kicked him out. And all of his bosses looked at him and applauded him and oh yeah. But then they're like, who did you kick out? Oh, it turns out it's a client that spends a substantial amount of money. So what happened is the next day they called him back to place his order with a different sales associate. My colleague was shocked to see him there. She started shaking because she still had the trauma. So they fired her. She was too complicated for them. That's the fashion world. That's the fashion world. There are no morals. And once you realize that that's how the entire world works, not just the fashion world, all of a sudden, all of the cards fall into place. And you understand a lot of things about things that you feel morally, how is this even possible? And you understand all of a sudden, oh, okay, this is why things are happening today the way they're happening. In other territories and categories of negotiations between different countries, all of that. And we're not going to get political, I promise. But I'm just letting you know. This is one of the reasons why I left the fashion industry, because it's disgusting. So sometimes people come to me and say, you could be much more successful on YouTube if you were a little bit less critical towards these brands and towards all these. I'm like, actually, I started my YouTube channel over 10 years ago because finally I thought I can be free because I don't have somebody who has my hands tied and doesn't let me speak the truth. I am my own boss on my channel. And I thought this is going to go great because there's nobody being honest on YouTube talking about these things. Well, turns out it's been a struggle for me on my channel. Being honest, apparently people don't like it. Brands definitely don't like it, but apparently people also don't like it. They don't like the truth. They like to feel like everything is okay, everything is good, status quo, cotton balls and fluffy feathers floating in the air. And, so this is one of the reasons I believe my channel hasn't grown all these years, is because I'm kind of the only one who's honest enough and fearless to talk about this. So people that come across my channel for the first time and they hear this for the first time, they're shocked to the point where they don't believe me. And they go numb and they look away very quickly, look away. Let me go to another channel where they're unboxing Another Kelly, another haul from Hawaii, Hermes. Let me, let me look at let me look at positive stuff. I'm like, well, the world would be a much more positive world if more people raised awareness about all of this and these terrible, morally amoral practices finally stopped. Then there would be no need for me to make these videos. So I am aware that my journey is more difficult. And it takes me 50 times more energy and commitment to do 2 steps forward as opposed to some male, female, in between bimbo who's just like, oh my God, everything's amazing. I love this. This is so cute. They're gonna make it forward in society much quicker than me. I'm very much aware of that. So it is also my personal predicament to keep pushing forth with my agenda. How far it's going to take me? Well, it hasn't taken me that far. People don't want to invite me to talk on their channels. They don't want to hear my opinion on things. They're scared. They don't want to be tarnished in terms of other brands no longer wanting to send them PR packages, inviting them to PR events. Because they know there's no bullshitting with me. Like, you can't invite me to your show and expect me to just smile and be like, yeah, great. No. Obviously. So it is what it is, you know. Kev says, what are they afraid of? Idol? No, not just those channels. I'm talking even higher channels, you know. I was telling you guys that, for example, Vogue Business interviewed me last summer. Once the higher ups, and this is my personal thought on this, they contacted me twice. The interview was over an hour long. Once the higher ups figured out who was being interviewed, I was shut down. That interview never came out. And I'm like still thinking to myself, why did this interview never come out? Oh, okay, I get it. Ayo Gigi says, discovered you from the Purse on Fleek saga and stayed ever since. Your honesty is refreshing. Thank you, Ayo. Thank you. Oh, Cecilia Brown. That's why we love you, Dacob. You say it as it is. No bullshit. Thank you. Thank you. Love you too. Oh, Ginger Awana, we love you. Thank you. Love you too. Naked Eye says, Charisse has a ton of Cartier and Tiffany unboxing all the time. Extremely expensive jewelry all the time. A walk-in advertisement. Who is that? I don't know who that is. But I'm really bad with names. Maybe I know the channel, but I don't know who that is. Finley says, and that was a fantastic interview. And I'll bet that was a fantastic interview. Thank you, Finley. Kev says, show studios should invite Dacob. Those panelists they invite. Cha. Just Jasmine B says, Vogue is over anyway. How long must we continue to suffer under Anna? Oh, Jasmine. I mean, she's an icon in her own right for good or for bad. Corey says, I don't even remember how I found you. I've been around for a while, though. Thanks, Corey. Munyama says, you are the only one who doesn't unbox 7 Pochette or the newest Louis Vuitton bag pretending that you bought it with your own money. Naked Eye says, she's a Korean lady living in Texas. Oh, okay. Okay, I don't think I know her, although maybe I do. Maybe I know her. No, actually, the name does ring a bell. The name does ring a bell. I think she's really sweet, if it's the same person I'm thinking about. But, oh man, I'm really bad with names, you guys, so my apologies. To Jacob on a September cover, says Yanis. But, no, honestly, you guys, and it's always so difficult, you know? I mean, what are you going to do? You know, and then they don't take you seriously. Then they try to discredit you. So you have to work harder. You have to be tougher. You have to be more prepared. You can't slip up because they're just waiting to poke at you, you know? And okay, so we take it step by step, and it's difficult, you know? Also, you got to dress more seriously. You got to also, very honest with you guys, if I were sitting here right now, dressed in stuff that I really like to wear on a daily basis, like my Vivienne Westwood punk vest, denim vest that's torn, or, you know, the squiggle shirts, the pirate, things that have made fashion history. When I wear those pieces in my videos, people shit at me. People don't take me seriously. So I'm like, okay, so we need a uniform. I see. Okay, we're going to do it then. Consequently, wear a freaking uniform. But it's very fascinating how your look, you know, how you dress, it all plays a role. And it is exhausting, but it is necessary, because otherwise, what are you going to do? I am wearing a suit. Not Adida says, why don't you wear a suit? Oh, thank you, Finley. You love that vest. I love that vest too. Yeah, they don't like disruptors to their status quo. Jasmine says, I'm so sorry this happened to you. I can see you're really disappointed. It is very sad to see what you love rotting and be attacked for trying to stop the rot. Yeah, the fashion industry is rotting. We have been talking about the death of fashion and the death of luxury for a while now. Because it's not that just the end final products that we see are flawed and quality is no longer there, not very creative production. Not only that, but also behind the scenes, there is rot. You know, oh, Natadita says, no, I meant the scandal with the suit. History doesn't remember, yes, people, but the bold ones in the end. Oh, Inga, thank you. You are iconic, and so we are here for your message. Thank you, Inga. Thank you so much. Hoodies and giant hair clips. That's the way to go, says Naked Eye says, I love to see people wear Chanel clothing. I admire them, but I cannot afford it. Caroline says, why do you keep on? It must be really bad having to conform to their standards. No, Caroline, I don't conform. If I would conform, I would be much further ahead. I don't conform. I use tricks of the trade, though. So it's okay. It's a necessary step to take. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, Shaban, some people are so rotten, it's soul crushing. Hi, Doreen. Dacob looks good in anything. Oh, he can wear rags and still rock it. Thank you, Doreen. Thank you. Yeah, I love to wear a lot of different things, to be honest with you. I mean, sure, I also love a jacket, a black, you know, jacket with a white shirt. Also, it's not that I don't like it. Yeah, I like it. Like, there's moments for everything, you know. But and I've gone through the experimental phases, all sorts of directions. We've had live streams where I have crazy makeup. I look like I came from a Versace runway. We've done live streams, you know, I have short hair, long hair, blonde hair, pink hair, purple hair, wigs. We've done the serious attire. We've done the sporty looks. We've done the more serious look. We've done so many different looks. And there's always a different nuance to how what you're saying is accepted when you look a certain way. It's just the way it is. It really, it just is the way it is. So maybe, you know, in the future, I can experiment more with themed topic live streams where we actually focus on a specific type of theme in which we can dress in a certain way. But then it's not the stream where you're analyzing the business of fashion, fashion marketing, all of those scandals that we talk about in a lot of the streams lately, for that type of topic, you need the serious attire. And I get it. Otherwise, you're sending off mixed signals, and people are quite simple, usually. They capture those signals subconsciously, and if things aren't aligned, you lose them. So if you're going to have a certain type of topic and you're talking about the stock market crashing, this and that for a fashion brand, and you're wearing, I don't know, a falling apart t-shirt, there people are going to be like, what do you know? What are you talking about? But then if you're like, dressed all seriously, bam, then they're going to trust you more. And this is a trick that a lot of people use, and it's really disgusting in Italy just a couple of years ago when they had their elections with, there was that one guy from Lega Nord from a really bad political party. The guy's not a doctor, but he was starting to talk about medical stuff. So he started giving interviews dressed in a way like he is a doctor, so that he would signal subconsciously to the viewers that he knows what he's talking about when he puts medicine in his political talk. So he had a stethoscope around his neck, he would wear that green little jacketlet. I'm like, the dude never studied medicine. What the hell is going on? But he would dress up, he would cosplay to come off as more credible, even though he was selling you bullshit. But a lot of people don't ponder many thoughts. A lot of people don't think that deep. A lot of people subconsciously see, oh, okay, he's wearing that doctor, the scrubs, he's wearing scrubs and a stethoscope. Oh, okay, he must know what he's talking about. Clothes are always uniforms. Never forget that. In our society, clothes are always uniforms. If you choose to wear, like Gloria says, I love pirate Dacob. If you choose to wear the Vivienne Westwood pirate attire from the 80s, that is a specific type of punk uniform, and you will lose a huge portion of potential viewers because of a uniform that represents something they fight against. You better be aware. There's always a uniform. No matter where you are, okay? If you're walking down the streets in a particular neighborhood and you got your hoodie on and you got your sweatpants and the sneakers, that's a uniform. That's a specific uniform. Everything you wear, every choice you make, every selection you take, whether it is to go to throw away the garbage, to go to the supermarket, to go to school, to class, to work, to the office, to the doctors, your choice subconsciously is always guided by, who am I going to be confronted with today? Yeah, I'm in this mood to wear this color and this shape, but subconsciously there's a little something in there telling you, but you will also meet potentially those type of people. So let me narrow down what my choices are to wear today. And you choose accordingly, because everything you wear is a uniform. Same with perfumes. Yes, same with perfumes. Exactly, IOGG, that's a great example. The Theranos or Thanos girl, Elizabeth Holmes, she not only assumed the uniform, the black turtleneck, she also went so far as to change her voice, tone, intonation, diction, pronunciation, and dialect for the sake of coming across as knowing what she's talking about, being scientifically and tech savvy, selling something that the courts ultimately ruled against. You know the story. She ended up in jail, but I think she's out again. The Steve Jobs look, exactly. And then she lowered the voice and started talking like this. But when you see interviews with her talking before her, deep voice, the Tom Ford voice, she she talked completely differently. It's a uniform, specific persona, specific character, developed in order to suit that clientele, to cater to that type of clientele. And I can tell you this, for people who consciously, not subconsciously, for people who consciously play these games, in my opinion, they're sociopaths. So it's very difficult. Could you imagine having a wardrobe where you have completely different characters in that wardrobe, outfit-wise, that you choose to wear according to who you're going to meet that day? Now, to a certain degree, we all do that a little bit. Like I said before, you're not going to dress up in a certain way to go to court as you would go to the supermarket. I get it. But there are some people who have perfected the art of manipulation to a T. Oh, she's still in jail with the housewife that scammed the elderly? Cha. Kelly says, I dress up to take the garbage out just for fun, but that's okay. There's nothing wrong with dressing up, with caring for yourself, loving yourself, making yourself feel good with the clothes you're wearing. There's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But when you start dressing up in order to manipulate without believing in what you're talking about, then we have a problem. Like in the case of Ms. Holmes, dressing up a certain way to sell a certain product and to top it all off, it was a health product that she was claiming could save lives by pricking you in the finger and taking one little droplet of your blood, to then end up allegedly not being a real machine that analyzes your blood. Like, that's a whole other level of manipulation, you guys. Dressing up in a certain way to peddle that product and tell everybody, I know what I'm talking about. I have analyzed this. I've studied it. I am professional. Like, that's a whole other level of manipulation through clothing and talking than you dressing up cutesy to go to the supermarket. Like, very different things. Two very different things. Clinique used to wear white lab coats, but a lot of brands do that to give off that professional apothecary vibe. I know that Kiehl's does it. Whenever you go to Kiehl's, they always have their little, white jackets, and you feel like you've entered a pharmacy. Whenever you enter Kiehl's, it feels like you've entered an old school pharmacy, and you feel like they just made the cream for you in the back. They mixed it up quickly for you. Kiehl's, they're very specialized in that look as well. Corey says, I love that place. But they wear the white robes as well if you go to Kiehl's to buy creams. There you go. So anyway, another topic, Bernard Arnault. And here we are talking about LVMH again. Hi, Velasquez. How's it going? So Bernard Arnault just had, can you believe, just a couple of years ago. Hi, Katie. How's it going? Francesca says, just throw on a jacket and a turtleneck and your look is instantly elevated. Yeah, I sweat too much. I can't do turtlenecks. I overheat in turtlenecks. 22 to go to 200 likes. Come on, thumb up the live stream, you guys. So a couple of years ago, do you remember we talked about it on my channel? We were talking about LVMH. They have shareholders. And they vote. The shareholders vote for decisions made by the brand. The more stock you have, the more power you have to vote. And Bernard Arnault pushed through a couple of years ago a shareholder vote to allow him to work until he's 76 or 78 years of age. Because up until that moment, they had this rule set in place at LVMH that the CEO can be a CEO up to a certain age. And it had an age limit. I don't remember if the age limit was set to 65 or 68 or to 70, I don't know. But then because Bernard Arnault did not want to leave LVMH as CEO, he wanted to rule longer. And because I believe, allegedly, he wanted more time to place and wait for his children to become older and more savvy of the business, he wanted to have more time to place his kids as directors and CEOs of the specific brands so that he could ensure that his family keeps ownership and control over all of the LVMH brands. A couple of years ago, he made the shareholders vote to prolong the age limit up until which a CEO can stay CEO of LVMH. And he got the vote. This was, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. He got the vote, and I think 76 was the new limit, or 77. Now he's calling for another vote. He wants all of the shareholders to meet, and apparently they will be meeting soon. He wants them all to vote on raising the age limit for how long he can stay at the helm of LVMH as CEO of LVMH. His new age limit that he is proposing for this vote is 85. So he does not want to retire, okay? Now he wants them all to vote to allow him to keep control of LVMH until he's 85 years old. So that's another more or less 10 years from his age, from his current age. And they will vote. And he wants to stay in charge for longer, yet again, to give him also more time to position his children in all of the other positions of power, to consolidate his control of LVMH for generations to come. Kat says, if I'm working at 85, someone please come take me out. So this is a very interesting point. Let's see what happens. They're going to vote soon. And I do believe they're going to vote in his favor. And they're probably going to say, yeah, okay, you can stay until you're 85. But let's see how that vote turns out. I'll keep you posted. I decree I will rule for life, says Jasmine. Caroline Steele, have a wonderful day at work, sweetie. Thanks for a really informative live stream. Bye, all from the UK. Thank you so much, my love. Have a wonderful weekend and have a good day at work. Yeah, Corey, if you like your job and you're able to work as long as you like it. For sure, if it's you own the company, of course you want to have, I get it, but also like, come on, you already have like 50 kids that have assumed all of the positions right under you. But we've also read an article together a couple of months ago where we were analyzing the fact that he didn't want to leave the control to his kids either, allegedly. Somebody was stating that works for the family. They were saying he does these weird dinners where he invites his kids and he makes every kid say why they need to be the successor. And he like kind of tortures them at dinner and doesn't want to make a decision who did the best speech. And they're all left to kind of fight with each other, and he makes them bicker with each other, like psychological warfare, allegedly. This is internally, somebody, let it go through. Like they say he's really, really, yeah, it sounds like Succession, Sarah. Yeah. So I'm like, so could you imagine now that the kids found out that he wants to have another vote to prolong his tenure as CEO at LVMH for another 10 years? The kids are like, oh, what the hell? Not again. But Anyway, allegedly everything, of course. I wish you all the best, Bernard Arnault and LVMH. Hi, Nectarine Man. Oh my God, Nectarine. Okay, anyway. I hope you're okay, sweetie. I'm not going to say anything else. Now, sorry, I just have to figure out what did I talk about and what I didn't talk about. Okay. I have to put little notes next to the topics that I've covered. Let's talk about the thievery. Boomers never want to go, says Luxury Bucket List. Inga says, will he also add a sub point for working remotely to continue beyond the grave? Could you imagine, Inga? Like, hey guys, just letting you know, if I send a sign after I kick the bucket, you better respect the sign. Respect the law. It's a nice. Oh, Grant, thank you so much.
Grant Ramirez donatait de $5.
Oh, sorry, wrong. Hold on. Wrong marker. Grant R, as in Grant Ramirez. I can't even see it. Oh, I can see it. Going into the treasure chest. Yes, Quinn. Okay. Oh, bye, Nina. Take care, Dacob, everyone. Oh, hello and goodbye. I have to go, but we'll watch later. Okay, Nina. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a great weekend. What was I talking about? When having an assistant turns ugly. Where luxury goods are so expensive that people are ready to commit crimes to afford them. That's the next topic, and I have the topic right here. Hi, Aish. Oh, glad you made it. Send my love to your mom. Hello, Mom. And my mom as well, but also Aisha's mom. Okay. Has luxury fashion and luxury objects become so expensive that now people are trying to find jobs working as assistants for very rich, influential people just to be able to sneakily steal from them, to be able to afford said luxury items? Well, apparently people are doing it. Can you believe? Let's talk about it. I have an article here. Somebody has been caught with their hands in the cookie jar. In the cookie jar of the oligarchy, as Bernie Sanders would say. Oligarchy as the cookie jar. Let's talk about it. Subscribe to my channel. Let's get to 100K subbies. And thumb up the video. Everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only. Not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's a legend, just my opinion. As per the New York Post, assistant stole $10 million from elderly clients. $10 million. Okay? $10 million from elderly clients to buy trove of designer goods, the feds say. And showed up in court. Yes, they caught her. And then she went to court. But she showed up in court with flashy designer clothes and a flashy designer purse. Honey, she was like, this is mine. I deserve it. I worked for 10 years for these people. Okay. Now, here's the thing. Before we get to the details, about what happened, how rich do you have to be? No, just this article doesn't even touch base on the topic. Now, I get it. Law, and we always talk about this, you guys. And I'm no lawyer, and I have not studied law. I have no degree. I cannot give any legal advice, nor do I. But I'm just saying, from my experience, what is legal is not always morally sound, okay? So morals and law Sometimes they go hand in hand, but very often they don't. Very often what is legal is not moral, and vice versa. Okay, so bear that in mind. So I'm speaking now from just a human being living in society of 2025 moral standpoint. How rich you gots to be? How rich do you gots to be to not realize that somebody stole $10 million from you throughout the course of a decade? Like, let that sink in, because the article doesn't touch base on that. Like, I would notice if $10 are missing from my bank account, the poverty. I would notice if $5 are missing from my bank account. Like, could you imagine if somebody doesn't notice that $10 million are gone? But okay, so this is happening in New York. There's a lot of billionaires in New York. I get it. So this person is like, well, we'll go, we'll go. It's an elderly couple. Maybe they don't care. Maybe they don't know. But here's the thing. How was this lady caught? So she, according to this article, and everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged and just my opinion. Subscribe. Let's get to 100K and thumb up the video. Thank you so much. So she would do several things. Like, for example, she would start copying the signature of the elderly couple on checks. She would go to the bank and she would cash in the checks, to get cash out of them. Apparently, nobody was noticing this. She even at a certain point allegedly started calling the bank, faking to be the elderly lady that she was working for, giving directions to the bank to prepare withdrawals, and that she would send her assistant to pick up the cash. And this was going on for apparently 10 years. The elderly couple apparently had no clue. Nothing. Like nothing. Okay, the $10 million were missing. Okay. And they call her a personal assistant of an elderly Big Apple couple, bilked them out of nearly $10 million during a brazen, 7-year fraud scam. Not even 10 years. In 7 years, almost $10 million. Using the cash on upscale fashion accessories, federal prosecutors said. The lady in question, who snatched the money from the oligarchy, who showed up at federal court, is 61 years old. She showed up to federal court in Brooklyn, sporting a black cardigan and a $1,500 Louis Vuitton clutch. That's not a very expensive clutch. Louis Vuitton has more expensive clutches. But we'll go. Was arraigned on wire fraud, bank fraud, and identity theft charges for the alleged lucrative scheme that prosecutors said ran from 2017 until 2024. Most of the transactions were in Queens and Long Island, the feds said. The defendant's greed knew no bounds, as she brazenly stole millions from elderly victims, using deceit to systematically steal the victims' money and violate the trust they placed in her, U.S. Attorney John Durham said in a statement. According to federal prosecutors, Corona began working for the name. Began working for the unidentified elderly couple in January of 2017 and was soon stealing from them by forging checks that were made out to cash. The scheme went so far that Corona even called the bank claiming to be one of the victims in 2019 and 2023 to get information on the couple's bank accounts, the U.S. attorney said. She allegedly used the money to pay off her credit card bills, for air travel, and to shower herself with pricey merchandise from Cartier, Gucci, and so on. And over $1 million on Louis Vuitton items alone. She had the sweet tooth for Louis Vuitton, apparently. Now, the scam finally unraveled on April 3rd, 2024. Over $1,500 check when Corona allegedly called the bank for the last time and raised enough suspicion that a bank representative called the victim later on that day. That's when the elderly victim denied writing the check or ever making checks out to cash and learned that there had been a number of questionable checks made out to cash, the indictment said. The federal grand jury indicted her on the charges earlier this month, and she was arraigned Thursday. Corona faces up to 30 years in prison if convicted. And here's another question that I have. Why did the bank take so long to react to this? No, because honestly, 7 years to finally contact the couple and be like, there's something suspicious going on here. Might I remind you that also in the wonderful state of New York, when Wendy Williams' son, as per Wendy Williams' own statements, allegedly was taking money off her account, the bank put her under conservatorship. Her. They didn't block the son. They put her under conservatorship. A bank. Allegedly, of course, as per Wendy Williams' own statements. But now, a total random stranger that's not even a part of your family is taking money out of your account for 7 years, and only after 7 years does the bank react? Honestly, I think it's the bank's fault, and I think, no. Luxury Bucket List says these banks are horrible. The bank should pay the money back, period. What the hell? Banks have so much power, you guys. It's scary. Scary. Well, they caught her with the hands in the cookie jar of the oligarchy. As Bernie would say, fight the oligarchs. Fight the oligarchs. Love you loads, guys. Let me know your thoughts about this shenanigan in the comment section down below. Whose side are you on morally? And whose side are you on legally? And Nicole Pancakes in the chats earlier just said, many times the law actually protects the immoral. Sad. So, she did show up in court with the Louis Vuitton items that she allegedly stole. Love you loads. Never give up on love. Subscribe and thumb up the video. And that is what I said at the beginning of the video as well. I don't know why. Anyway, I'm still in my PJs, you guys, because I didn't want to miss the show and feel so frisky and kitty. Oh, Siobhan, baby. Jasmine says, please remember, everyone banks can only insure 250,000 K. So don't keep all your money in one place, lovelies. Wait, scroll up a second. Don't you just love how Jasmine B just implies that all of us have at least 250,000 in our banks? Thank you, Jasmine, for believing in us. Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you for having, thank you for believing in us.
I'm asking for 100K or more.
Jasmine got us. Oh, she got us. She's like, honeys, just letting you guys know, if you have, protect that money. Jasmine, I love you, Jasmine. Thank you. Thank you for believing in us. Wait, what is that? Oh, Jasmine is like, this crew too fab not to have 250K in the bank, honey. Rachel is like, oh, hi, Rachel, KNG. Wait, where did my bottle go? Lady Bradface has become a member, tier 2 member. Thank you so much, Lady Bradface, for becoming a tier 2 member. Don't forget, the after show happened on Thursday. It's not happening today. We already had our weekend after show on Thursday. So today we just have the main show. Next after show exclusive for tier 2 members and patrons is going to happen next week. Rachel, you are still subscribed, but you are no longer a member because the bottle is gone. Are you still subscribed? I think you are. You have to be subscribed because if you're not subscribed, you can't chat. So that's how I know that you are subscribed. Okay, so we filmed that topic. Fabulous. Okay, now we're going to talk about the Wombat. Are you ready to talk about the Wombat? Do you want everybody to talk about the Wombat? Do you want to talk about the Wombat? Yes, I want to talk about the Wombat. Yes, it would be really lovely to talk about the Wombat. Would you care to talk about the Wombat? Oh, I would love to talk about the Wombat. I would very much so care to talk about the Wombat. Would you like to have a crumpet with your talk about the Wombat? Yes, I would love to have a crumpet with the talk about my Wombat. Would you like to have a tea with the talk about the crumpet about the Wombat? Yes, I would love to have a cup of tea while I have a crumpet talk about the Wombat. Oh, how lovely. Let's all talk about the Wombat. Oh, Rach, thank you so much for becoming a member again. A crumpet and a Wombat. Yes, I would love so much to talk about the crumpet, the Wombat, and the tea. Gooseberry Cinnamon. Oh my God, Emotion Engine, you got it. You are my people. Emotion Engine totally understood the reference I was making to Catherine Tate's skit that she did in the park with the kids. The gooseberries and cinnamon yogurt. The gooseberry cinnamon yogurt was expired yesterday. Oh, what are you going to do? We're going to leave you here. We're going to leave you here while you die, not being able to digest the gooseberries and cinnamon yogurt. I love Catherine Tate. She's amazing. Not the Dita. How do you do that, Dacob? Oh, wait, hold on a minute. Sarah S. just gifted 10 Super Dacob memberships. Elise was gifted a membership by Sarah S. Sarah B. was gifted a membership by Sarah S. Kuma was gifted a membership by Sarah S. Huang Lam was gifted a membership by Sarah S. Clara Vereen was gifted a membership by Sarah S. Douglas Lafreniere was gifted a membership by Sarah S. Angela Y was gifted a membership by Sarah S. Cara was gifted a membership by Sarah S. My Luxury Closet 529 was gifted a membership by Sarah S. Oh, congratulations, everybody. Congratulations for winning the membership, and thank you so much, Sarah S, for being so generous and gifting the memberships. And Rachel KNG just upgraded her membership to tier 2. Thank you so much, Rach. We'll go. Thank you so much, Sarah S. Thank you. All the new tier 1 members, all the new 10 new tier 1 members start using your exclusive emojis now. So there you go. Sarah S is the oligarch rich aunt of the channel. Period, baby. Period. So there you go. Whoop, whoop. We'll go. You guys, if you want to wish a randomly gifted tier 1 membership on my channel, be sure to accept receiving gifts on my channel. I think it's like in the upper bar, the 3 dots, you click on them and it opens up like options. When you're subscribed, it says, do you accept to receive gifts? Like memberships. You have to opt in to receiving the gifts if you want to partake in these random raffles. Just letting you know. That's YouTube's policy, not mine. That's YouTube's own community guidelines. Just letting you guys know. Okay, so here's the tea on the Wombat. Woman. Sam Jones. Now, when I heard that name, I was like, oh my God, Sex and the City? Samantha Jones? No, I don't have it as a... Okay, are we filming this? Okay, we're filming this. Sam Jones. When I heard this name, the first thing that came to mind was Samantha Jones from Sex and the City. Kim Cattrall, come on, baby, come back to And Just Like That Season 3. But no, this is a story of a wombat. Down under. Australia is involved. And an American influencer. Ooh, a tourist at that. Ah, the poverty. Could you imagine? An American influencer tourist who loves to do selfies going around in other people's countries acting like they own the place. We've seen that before. Well, turns out Sam Jones went a little overboard, assuming certain privileges when in a foreign country. In a foreign country at that has a very delicate ecosystem where many animals and huge insects are highly protected and endangered species. Bear that in mind as we jump into this influencer luxury story. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Let's get to 100K subbies and thumb up the video. Everything I say in this live stream or in this video is for entertainment purposes only. Not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged and just my opinion. Now, Q in Specimen Exhibit A. Do we have Sam Jones and the Wombat? Now, from what I've read in several articles, and this is a national scandal in Australia, darling, at the moment. Oh, have you heard? Oh, it was such a scandal, darling. So Sam Jones apparently loves to hunt. When she's in America, she loves her guns, loves her rifles, loves the guns, loves to hunt. And she was in a car, side of the road. They stopped the car. She jumped out and apparently saw a wombat on the side of the road with its mama. A mother and a child. So apparently, this person who's filming her films her run to the wombat and scream, "I caught one! Sam Jones, ladies and gentlemen. Sam Jones caught on camera while catching a wombat bebe. The mother was in its proximity. So anyway, she lifts it up and says, "Yo, I caught a wombat! I caught it! I caught a wombat!" So she runs to the camera, lifts it up. That was the first picture I showed you. And she lifts the wombat. We'll go. I don't know if this is the mom. Is this the mother? This could be the mother wombat of the baby wombat. She then allegedly took the picture, hooray, hooray, and then put the wombat, there she is carrying the wombat baby towards the car, took a picture, and then allegedly the wombat is like, the wombat is pulling off a Nicki Minaj moment, like when she was on camera and somebody said the tetas, and she's like, anyway, so the wombat is like, girl. So anyway, Sam Jones, she actually also has an AKA, by the way. Her AKA is Samantha Strable, or Strable, darling. A U.S. tourist influencer in Australia takes wombat baby from mom to take a picture, a selfie, well, a picture, and then returns wombat baby to the mom. Australia is upset. So this is what happened. This became scandalous because the video went viral. People started attacking her for disrupting this poor baby's life. She touched it with her hands, which means now the baby has the smell of So now the authorities are worried that the mother wombat won't recognize the smell of its own baby. That's a big worry that they're having, that now the mother wombat might reject the baby because the baby has been touched by Exhibit A. So there's that problem. People started attacking her for being so rude and uneducated. You don't disrupt wildlife in Australia. And to that response, she apparently took down her social media accounts, blocked off comments. You know how they do when they get caught, especially very entitled content creators. When they do something wrong, their first reaction is not to apologize. Their first reaction is to run and hide. So she apparently took down social media, took down the comments. And but of course, every news outlet in Australia already by then had all of these screenshots. And in fact, once Honey Baby Boo Boo Cha, Sam Jones, once you're on the internet, you stay on the ninene. There is no scrubbing it clean. There's no such thing. You either embrace it, you own it, and you apologize, but you don't make it even worse for yourself by trying to eliminate the proof. Girl. So anyway, the authorities that at one point, as she was still in Australia, touristing her way away, they were like, okay, we're going to now analyze. The immigration authorities stepped in, and they're like, we are now going to scrutinize her visa. Because she might have, by doing this, picking up a wombat without permission, and it's a baby, and the mother was like shocked, whatever. She's like, she might lose her privileges, her visa privileges. We might revoke her visa. As they were contemplating revoking her visa, Samantha Jones, darling, Sam fled the country. Allegedly. We don't know if she was supposed to leave anyway, but she left, okay? So I don't know if she left earlier than she planned to, if she rebooked her ticket, whatever, but the authorities said by the time we were making our decision whether or not we should revoke her visa, she already left. She's like, girl, before they sue me, let me go back home. Donnie is gonna defend me and protect me. Let me leave. Okay. So now the authorities are like, well, we can't revoke her visa because she gone. But there's more trouble because from the photos, the baby is missing fur and it looks unhealthy. So the experts on wombats say that they believe that this wombat has the mange. The mange. And they say this is a very, very dangerous disease for wombats. The mother might be infected as well as the baby. Wombat experts say. So they say this baby might pass away because if it has the mange, we have to find it as soon as possible so that we can treat it with the proper medication. And also the mother. But they don't know if she placed the baby close to the mother again or if the mother left, if the mother could smell the baby again or not. So they don't even know if the mother got together back with the baby. So they're trying to find the baby wombat to cure it from the mange. Now, the mange is also a disease that can pass on to humans. So Sam Jones, fiddling and diddling with a potentially mangy wombat baby, might now be back in the United States of America with the mange. As if we had enough troubles dealing with rubella, polio. What's the outbreak in Texas? The measles and the mumps, right? As if we had not enough trouble with the measles and nobody wanted to get vaccinated. And now we gotta deal with a mange? Mangy Sam? Now we got Mangy Sam to deal with on top of all the other troubles and the bird flu. Sam, why are you doing this to us? Girl, we got trouble. We got trouble. The country's falling apart. Okay, we don't have eggs to eat and you're bringing home the mange? Girl, this is not luxurious. This is not luxurious. But all jokes aside, I really hope that the cute little wombat baby is safe. I hope that the authorities find it in time to cure it from the mange. Now, whether or not the authorities are going to find this other baby and cure this other baby from other issues, that remains to be seen. Let me know your thoughts and prayers down below. And subscribe. Love you loads. Bye. Anya is like, this wombat is the final straw for the U.S. Yeah, it's over. It's over. It's the wombat. I'm telling ya, It's the Wombat. It's going to be the downfall, the final. It's the, what's it called that broke the camel's back? It's the straw, or what's the last straw that broke the camel's back? It's the Wombat baby. It's always all been about the Wombat baby. Hi, Zara Justina. Hi, Dacob Fashion Bunka. Miss you all having a spa day. We'll catch the replay. Oh, darling, enjoy the spa. Paul Yes says, can her stupidity be cured? I don't think so, darlings. Nico Nicely, this lady put us all in danger. Mangy Sam. The Garbage Pail Kids should make a new sticker. Like a Garbage Pail Kid, Mangy Sam. 80s kids will know what I'm talking about. But Cha. Yeah, and she claims to be a biologist. I didn't know that one, Cecilia, but yeah. And this episode of USA is titled Wombat's Revenge. And scene. Thank you. Thank you, Akolu. Thank you. Kimberly Kidman. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. And after this disgusting example of U.S. human behavior, let's jump over to gay old Paris, shall we? Let's review the Hermes Fall-Winter 2025 fashion show as designed by, and I never know how to pronounce the woman's name, Nadège Vanhee Cybulski, raised and born in gay Paris, but then she lived many years in New York designing for the Row. And then 10 years ago, Hermes pulled a Chanel on her. Hermes pulled a Chanel on the Row. They're like, hey, Nadège, you want to come work for us? Psst, psst. Come here, come here. Psst, psst. Come here, come here. This is what Chanel did with Michel, with Michel Blazy, with Mathieu Blazy. Mathieu, Michel, tomato. So, anyway, Nadège Vanhee Cybulski, right? 11 years ago, she designed for the Row, and since 10 years, she designs for Hermes. Hi, plush dumpers. Yeah. So the video is from the Hermes YouTube channel, and we are going to review it, so it falls under fair use. However, I cannot use the original music because that's copywritten, so we will be hearing random copyright-free music to go with the show. I know Piotr said I love the original soundtrack for that Hermes show, but alas, it is what it is. Rachel says, I mean, a more Lux disease would be consumption or TB hanging out at a Swiss spa. Love this collection. Very rock and roll, says Cecilia. We'll go. Rachel says Hermes show was great. Well, hold on. Let's see it first, you guys. Don't spoil it for everybody. Here we go, says Hannah. Kev says the new Hermes bags are very the Row. Well, there you go. Hi, you guys. Hi, Amanda Drago. How's it going, my love? All right. Velasquez says, April, best time for gay Paris with the chestnut trees. There you go. We love a good chestnut. We love a good old big chest and a big nut. Let's review the show. Herpes 2025 fall winter. I mean, Hermes fall winter 2025. Oh, I love the moldy carpet. Okay. Oh, no, it's not moldy. It's sand. Right. Okay. So, okay. Look at them walking like horses. Oh, the Birkin. Ah, I got one too, you guys. Can I run the wrong way? Can I be in the show? Why can't I be in the show? Desi, why can't I be in the show? It's a little Lucille Ball reference there. Oh, the bolide bag, the leather. Oh, the vests. Oh, look at the little shorts. Yeah, I mean, it's very Hermes. I just don't know. I'm not a big fan when they tell the models to walk aggressively and fast without any emotion. I'm not a big fan of that. Personally, I'm not a big fan of that. But I like this kind of setup. It looks like they're in some club where a dark room where the ladies are walking from cubicle to fiddle and diddle, the skittle. Oh, what's that little baglet? That's a cute little baglet. And plus, they're all dressed in those dark leather hues. It's very much SM. Okay. All right, Hermes. I guess I was right saying Herpes at the beginning because, honey, the exchange of stuff that happens in the dark rooms, darling, in the clubs, darling. You're lucky if the only thing you catch is herpes. If you know what I'm saying. But anyway, we digress. So back to Hermes. Okay. Lovely beige, lovely hair, lovely boots. Where were we? Oh, there's also humans there. Okay. Oh my God, it's kind of too fast. I don't know why they're doing this aggressive. Okay, so I'm not a big fan of these strictly tailored items where the shoulders and everything is so tightly measured to the body. And if you're very skinny, I get it. You want to kind of accentuate the body. I get it. But like some of us are hefas and we like to have a little bit more wiggle room. Thank you very much, Hermes. I would much appreciate it, especially in these difficult times we're living in where chocolate is my best endorphin friend. Okay, chocolate saves my mental state. So I cannot fit in these tightly tailored outfit lights. Oh, the token model. There she is. Chanel no longer books her, but don't you worry, Hermes does. Yeah. So yeah. Oh, I like the shoes. Oh, those shoes. They're very on point. Dominatrix Hermes, baby. So I guess the new Birkin for the season is called Birkinatrix, baby. Birkinatrix, honey. Yes, my Birkinatrix. We'll go. The gray tone is also okay, but I prefer the black to the gray. Oh, I always like a good bolide. Look, if somebody gifts me a bolide, I would not say no to a bolide, darling. I love a good bolide, darling. Oh, Birkinatrix. And Kellynatrix, honey. Yeah, the boots are cute. With the little kitten heel. Those, the shoes and the boots with the heel, I love. The horse riding boots, I always love anyway, but those are not new. But for Hermes standards, that little heel, little dominatrix heel, little 40s, that one. There you go. That's a good one. Knitwear is nice. They have an interesting combination of knitwear with leather. That beauty case, that vanity case, we've analyzed it in the last live stream. Do you guys remember? We analyzed those little special Hermes accessories that are extremely expensive and in some cases useless. Hello, Birkinatrix. Oh, we'll go. Is this the first Hermes runway that we are reviewing with the Birkin in the fashion bunker? Might be. Is it? I'm not sure. Maybe we did another one before that. But it's got kind of, wow, it's like breaking the fourth wall. I'm lifting the Birkin is on the runway. It feels very awkward to me. So the hair with the wig, a little extension with a contrasting color implanted there in the head of most of the models with the long hair. I find it very interesting because it's also reminiscent of horse riding. And again, it's a little bit of a fetishizing moment there, isn't it? So also kind of SM, kind of a play, turning, you see? It turns the models into a bit of an animal type of vibe, isn't it? That contrasting color, stripe of different color on an animal. Good choice, though. Good choice. I like the hair like that. Here's their AOP of the season. Better than their usual AOPs. Got us. Oh, love a good little leather vest. I just wish it didn't have zipper closure. I wish it were buttoned, but okay. Or press buttons like that jacket we just saw now. Oh, that's a gorgeous chocolate brown bolide. Kala. What leather was that, Kev? Nice trench coat, was it? Ooh, I mean, this is showing off all of the worst parts of the body where women want to hide the love handles and, and like, no, let's unzip the part of the body where most ladies feel most insecure showing let me unzip that part of the body. It's like you're telling us this collection is only for the uber skinny. That's not so cool. I wish it were a little bit more body friendly. I wish this collection were a little bit more body friendly. But then again, on the other end, you know how Hermes does. I love this labyrinth runway. Can we talk? Love the labyrinth runway. But then again, Hermes always does the sporty vibe, the horse riding vibe. So their fashion is always sporty. And if it's sporty, I think they think, well, you're going to be skinny-ish if you're practicing a lot of sports. So we are making fashion, luxury fashion clothes for sporty people who are into horse riding and stuff. Like, I get it. But at the same time, I'm like, why don't you broaden your horizon a little bit and also make clothes for everybody? Because a lot of these are very, very strictly, tightly tailored. They're not very body friendly, in my humble opinion, for every body type. Sure, look, I'm not saying you can't find something for every weight and shape in this collection. I'm sure you can. But the vibe and the tailoring is giving me predominantly skinny body vibes. And I find that a little bit limiting, okay? A little bit limiting. Having said that, love those little shoes. Oh, love that little pointy boot as well. Although that heel is very low, but we'll go. And then, yeah, the leather vests. Oh, love how they flow. The leather looks so amazing, you guys. And also, is this like a suede soft leather shearling? Or is that a velvet patchwork together with the more glossy leather components? The runway is gorgeous. It's so dark and menacing and foreboding. And they look so angry and they want, oh honey, they want to dominate you. Yeah. It's a strict collection. It's not forgiving whatsoever. But within its strictness, I see a reason for it. Like, it's a very cohesive collection, coherent collection, yes. But I think the actual runway stage setup is more memorable than the actual collection. I don't know if I'm going to remember this like 10 years from now. I don't think so. But if you got the body and the budget, there's some nice pieces in here. There's some really nice pieces in here. If you don't got the body and the budget, well, we'll go. We're all going to move to Wogosha. Yeah. I want to see themed collections, example inspired by the turtle, then inspired by eagle, the cheetah, etc., says Sinaloa. Jasmine B says, beautiful, not for me, not where I see fashion going, but love the art, the textiles are masterful. Plush Thumper says, I like it because I already wear a lot of black and dark colors, so that makes me biased to it. Corey says, a structured, well-tailored garment will flatter anyone. I'm a 16-18 with a large chest and a tummy. When something without structure quickly goes tent-shaped, something with structure is better, I think you're saying. The lighting is so dim and most of the clothes so dark that I don't think I can appreciate the details or see them properly, says Sarah. I love the cheetah, says Jasmine. And Alina says, I love to say I really love all the colors. Oh, I have to say I really love all the colors. Well, there's basically only one. There's the black, the gray, and the beige. Smidge of brown. Cecilia says, fantastic. I could see many of these items fitting my wardrobe. Motion Engine says, they're doing haute couture soon, right? They're going to start doing haute couture as well. Yes. Shoban says, yeah, there are a lot of pieces and looks I would wear for sure. Kelly says, Corey, I agree. Everyone can wear a lot of these garments. Anna says it's quite a clever decision from them, to be honest. All equestrians, I now have the budget and will be obsessed of this collection without any doubt. Arijit says hello. Hi Arijit. Jasmine says haha. Lady says I want the boots. Alina says blue. Love the collection, says Linda. Okay, you guys, so the ladies have spoken. The ladies have spoken, so every single one of the ladies in the chat loves this collection. And not every lady in the chat, as per what I read you guys were writing, not everyone is skinny. So what is interesting here is, because Corey just said the tailored pieces are good to put you into shape so you look less like a sack of potatoes. I get it. But what am I missing here? Because everybody really loves this collection. Oh yeah, chocolate brown bolide is amazing, Cecilia. Okay, so I have missed something here. There she is, forgot her name. The one they got from the row. Oh, she looks fabulous. She looks like that hairdo. She looks like she came from the 20s, doesn't she? Oh, that's such a 20s hairdo. Oh, she's fabulous. Nadège or something, right? Her name. The runway was fabulous. Okay, so, but I need to know, can we? We saw Hermes and then we saw Herpes. So, okay, so I need to know, guys. So I'm a big, okay, so Anya says, I'm big and wait, hold on, let me scroll up. Anya's, okay, wait. Katie says, I have a tummy too, and a well-tailored jacket hides it. Anya says, I'm big and would definitely wear. Having more oomph doesn't mean I don't want form-fitting clothes. Lady says, I wish I was slim to do it. Monarch says, I'm a larger size, so can't wear most of the clothes, but I love the collection. Rachel says, these clothes would look great when tailored on any size. Shaban says, I'm thin, so yeah, you must be right, although my arms look kind of thick in the photo I have. No, they don't. Kuma says, Eben is back and my sales associate needs to know I need it. Plush Thumper says, black and dark colors make some clothes look elegant. Oh, for sure. Kat says, Sam, go away, child. Nadège is amazing, says Piotr. Shaban says, she creeps me out and angers me. Oh, the lady. Lady Bradford says, large size friendly is Versace. I agree. Versace is very voluptuous for bigger sizes. Very sexy. Hannah says, maybe it is too uniformed. Add a little twist. Maybe, Hannah, that's the issue I have with it. It does look a little bit military-esque to me. Sinaloa says, have designers ever just focused on one specific thing, as say the color red and what it inspired and build upon it, or leather or feathers or metal, etc., etc.? Yes, Sinaloa, quite a few designers have played with a single concept for a collection in the past. Many different brands and designers have done it in the past. Corey says, simplicity will always be flattering. When I work, my go-to is tailored wide leg trousers and a fitted buttoned down shirt or a fitted turtleneck. Simple lines are always more flattering than fluff. Kev says, military and fetish, live in ferret, die in ferret, aspirational. Arijit says, I'm very skinny as a guy and mostly it's difficult to find good quality clothes. Honestly, doesn't matter, it's what size. Even if you are skinny, everyone has different body type. I'm not so sure if you misunderstood me. Just so that we're all on the same page here, I am not throwing shade at any body shape or type. What I am implying is that this collection seems to be tailored more towards skinny people, and I wish I would have seen bigger models on the runway wearing these clothes so that I can get the impression that they would fit also bigger body types. But the ladies in the chat have been telling me that they believe that these clothes from the runway, if they were purchased in bigger sizes, they would actually also look great on bigger bodies. Arben says, but at least she is good at working with those colors. Maria Grazia Cutie always does beige and it is ugly. Yeah, her shade of beige is ugly. Yeah. Maria Grazia Cuties, I mean. Also, I don't know how, but Maria Grazia Cutie she also manages to make black textile look bad. And it's impossible. How can you make black look? Black always looks amazing. Well, leave it to Maria Grazia Cutie for messing that up, allegedly. Oh, Alina says, I think it's kind of simple, classic, but a little badass vibe. Okay, a Plush Thumper says, oh, true, I like that military look too. My cousin is a National Blue Ribbon Dressage equestrian, says Rachel K&G, and she's voluptuous. So it's kind of a myth about equestrians being super skinny. Equestrians come in all sizes. Well, then why didn't they have them on the runway? Why didn't we see a bigger equestrian on the runway? Arijit says, I agree with your statement. Oh, thank you. Okay, good. Yeah. I know what you mean. Some clothes just look different on body types, especially leather. Especially leather. Maria Grazia Curie can make nature look ugly. Oh my God, the shade. Kev says, how about Maria Grazia Curie can't manage to make anything look nice? Anna says, Rachel K&G, true, but to be honest, I think the style suits everybody. Piotr says, Dacob, I would love to see your reaction for Valentino's show. I did the Valentino Haute Couture. I did not review Valentino Prêt-à-Porter, which is basically the same thing, isn't it? I mean, I don't know. And Rachel says they should, right? They should have one on the runway. Yeah. Jasmine says, Daco, pointing that out is an example of good business. He knows that plus size clothing is the biggest buyer of clothing and it's good business. Tell the buyer you're welcome here. Period. That's the point, Jasmine. And I know people have been talking about Ozempic, and lately Ozempic, people have been losing a lot of weight and they're selling all of their bigger clothes, secondhand market. And so there's a lot on the pre-loved market now, bigger sizes. And so the brands have to adapt really quickly because their clients are losing weight. But Ozempic is going to go out of style. You know, now like doctors are saying that the latest research that they've been doing allegedly shows that allegedly Ozempic can make you go blind. Allegedly. So people are going to also kind of go off of Ozempic and they're going to stop using it. And then people are going to gain back weight again, yo-yo effect. So I'm like, this skinniness and the fact that a lot of brands, and we did a video about this just a couple of months ago or weeks ago. Remember we were analyzing the situation of a lot of these brands starting to only hire skinny models again, and the diversity is kind of no longer there again. A lot of the brands are focusing on skinny models, and all of the fuller models and all the different ages as well as colors are complaining and saying we're not getting booked anymore. The times have changed again. Fashion has returned to being all skinny on the runway. And one of these analysts were saying, well, this is due to Ozempic mainly, because people lose weight and they lose weight very quickly, and fashion sometimes can't be as fast to adapt to cutting their productions and making sizes smaller. But they are doing it apparently. So let's say Ozempic is no longer popular a couple of years from now. People get a little bit fuller again a couple of years from now. Fashion is going to have to adapt again. Unless you're not in the business of fast fashion where you can adapt within a couple of months. Luxury fashion moves at a slower pace. A lot of these brands, a lot of these secular brands, they do not have that speed and capacity to adapt too quickly, but they adapt. It just takes them a little bit more time. So there's that as well. Anna says, wait, what? Had no idea about that Ozempic news. Shocking. Yes, Anna, you gotta follow the Fashion Bunker on the weekly because we throw a lot of intel in these live streams, and I don't post every one of those topics individually in their own videos. So I highly recommend rewatching the entire live stream because we sneak in a lot of topics and not all of them get filmed separately. But it's a constant flux of information in the live streams, as you guys know. I mean, it's been now 3 hours and 30 minutes, and we have went through a ton of topics. Wouldn't you agree? Egg prices are down 50% as of yesterday, says Jasmine. Also, the quantity of eggs is down by 50% as of yesterday. Jasmine, might I remind you one thing, darling? Darling, sweetie, darling. You know what America just did? If we're going to talk about eggs. So, you know how they want to annex Greenland? And Greenland is like, we don't want you to take over. What the hell? Greenland is a part of Denmark. So I just read the news before I started the live stream. So eggs are missing in America due to the bird flu. So guess what? The Minister of Agriculture of America is asking Denmark to sell them eggs. And Denmark is like, you guys are threatening to steal Greenland from us. But now you want us to help you out with your egg sitch? With your egg sitch? Oh, and also, the 25 and 50% tariffs you want to put on our steel and aluminum, so you're going to epically F us there, but you want us to help you with the eggs. Uh-huh. I see. Yeah. Yeah, maybe no. Can you believe? Can you believe? Seriously, the agriculture minister is like, oh, Denmark, we love you so. Oh, Greenland, we love you so. Can you give us some eggs? Thank you. First, give us the eggs. And then we'll take over Greenland after, okay? Amelie says they asked Norway too. And we were like, nah, no. Johnny says Denmark and not Canada. Wow, no, they asked, yeah, they want the eggs from Denmark. They want the good Danish eggs. Maybe Americans are thinking that Danish eggs means that the eggs will be already inside Danish. Maybe the Minister of Agriculture doesn't understand that Denmark and Danish doesn't mean Danish. Maybe they got stuff confused and they thought, oh, we're going to get two things for the price of one. We're going to get the eggs already implemented in the day-old Danish.
Butter.
Exactly. And I'm like, girl. Hannah is like, USA, stay away from our eggs. Those poor chickens. Those poor chickens. Hi, Raynette. How's it going, sweetie? I saw you earlier, but I was like recording something. Sorry, I didn't say hi earlier, but I saw you earlier. Hi, Mr. POTUS. Hi, Dacob. How is your stream going? I hope you're well. I laughed so hard watching your Botox and bags sting video. Thank you, sweetie. Well, don't ask me how the stream is going. Ask the wonderful viewers. Are you guys having fun? Did you have fun today? Can we thumb up the stream? Let Mr. POTUS know if we will go, or if we will go, Shad.
Clap if you care.
Thank you, Wendy. Raynette says,
all right, let's move on.
Thank you. Raynette says, hey, I just jumped right in the chat without a hi. Oh, hi, sweetie. Jasmine says, best time ever. Ah, it's amazing. Says luxury bucket list. Yeah, thank you, guys. Thumb up the live stream. Thumb up the live stream, y'all. So can you believe, so that's the latest news, Live in Ferret. Thank you. And yeah, that's the reason, basically. This is what happened. Imagine Galliano goes to Balenciaga, says Kate Moore. Well, now that is an interesting thought. That is an interesting thought, Kate Moore. By the way, I gotta add a token for Kate Moore because Kate Moore always does the chapters after every live stream. If you can find the topic within the live stream after the live stream is over, it's only thanks to Kate Moore. So Kate Moore has earned a token, baby. We're going to add Kate Moore to our treasure chest because she is a trooper, and thank you so much for helping out the Fashion Bunker. Because without Kate Moore, we would be lost here with no chapters. Kate Moore, I know you can't really read it, but oh, wait, here. Kate is upright, and then Moore is right there. Adding Kate Moore. Last chance to partake in our little Mr. Predicto game. If you wish to tip your host right there, thank you so much. I hope you had fun today. As I say thank you to the mods for keeping us safe in the Fashion Bunker.
Special thanks to the mods in the Fashion Bunker. That's Mahara, Audrey, Age, Gloria, Kev, Nicole, and Terrie. Bubbles loves you.
Whoop, whoop. Way to go. We got quite a few tokens in here. Let's see who's going to get Mr. Predicto. I hope that everybody who actually tipped is still in the chats. If I pull out your name, then you get to ask Mr. Predicto a question. And Mr. Dicto is right here, courtesy of Nicole Pancakes. She gifted me so kindly and generously, Mr. Predicto, for the holiday season. And ever since, Mr. Dicto has been a beacon of truth and light in these dark times we live in. So the winner is going to get to ask Dicto a yes or no question, and Mr. Predicto will tell you what the future holds. Oh, Hannah, my love, thank you so much.
Anna donatait de $15. Always fun.
Okay, let me add Hannah. Always fun. Thank you so much, Hannah. Let me add Hannah to the list, to the token. We're going to add Hannah to our treasure shrine. Oh, this one's stuck. A little bit sticky. Fabulous. Thank you so much, sweetie. And we'll go next. Hit it, Bubbles. Our little Hermes moment. Thank you very much. Oh my God, could you imagine? I mean, John Galliano at Balenciaga, yeah. But could you imagine Virginie Viard going to Balenciaga? Shut the front door. That would be fabulous. And I said it, the only way I would forgive them is if they hired a woman and a mother after Demna left. Ayla, thank you so much, sweetie.
Ayla donatait de $15. Thank you, Dacob.
Thank you so much, Ayla. Sorry, guys. I can't. I see the name. You might not be able to read it very well on camera, but it's very visible to me. There you go. Ayla is there as well because my marker is starting to die on me. Ayla. And then I see another one. Anna Corlin also coming up. I'm going to write it down already.
Anna Corlin 50 donatait de $15. Curious de just because bubbles and you never says hello to me, have I ever said anything to make me blocked? I thoroughly enjoy your channel and would never intentionally troll you but feel invisible when I try to chat.
Oh, Anna Corlin, wait, so you also have the issue? You're not blocked. Wait, hold on. Anna Corlin, you are not blocked, definitely not, but other two people today, here's your name. We're going to put you in the shrine. Thank you so much. Other two people have had an issue today. Their chats don't appear. So I think this is a problem. There's a glitch in the system on YouTube. If you are writing from the app, that might be a problem. You might have to go to a computer or a laptop and start and try chatting there or refreshing the stream. Some people said that they would turn it off and on again. What was the thing? I can't remember. But you're not the only one having this issue. And this is a problem that YouTube is having at the moment. It's so annoying, and I'm so sorry for that. You are not blocked. Oh man, guys, I feel so bad about this because people think they're blocked and nobody's blocked. Oh, Natadita, your YouTube is glitching too? Lady Bradface, yes, Versace was in the last live stream. Live in Ferret next. Where's my ferret? Well, it's a Labubu. But Labubu, are you a ferret? Live in Ferret. Live Ferret.
I'm living ferret, living ferret, living ferret, living ferret, living ferret, living ferret.
It's the king, you understand? Yeah. Oh, Rosanna Navarro. Drifted off.
Rosanna Navarro donatait de $5. Drifted off. 2 heures ir lol.
Thank you so much, Rosanna Navarro. Let me add you to the shrine. Rosanna N. I know it's you. The N is for Navarro. Rosanna Navarro. Thank you so much, Rosanna. Oh, Anna.
Anna donatait de $15.
Thank you, Anna.
Always a pleasure to watch your live. Great entertainment and very educational well.
Oh, thank you so much, Anna. Thank you, thank you. We're going to add Anna to the shrine. And you guys, thank you so much for helping out the channel. As you might have noticed by now, when we do the live streams, it's not like I interrupt the live stream and like, now I'm going to talk to you 10 minutes about the sponsor of today's live stream. No. I try to keep it as sponsor-free as possible, and it's thanks to your tips, patronage, and memberships. Thank you guys so much for supporting the Fashion Bunker. So, that was the live-in ferret. Oh, the little dead Labubu. The dying ferret. We're going to do the dying ferret. Oh, dying Labubu. Oh, the poverty. Dying ferret.
Dying ferret, dying ferret, dying ferret, dying ferret, dying ferret.
Bless. Well, that Labubu kicked the bucket sooner than expected, but we'll go. We still have a bunch more Labubus. Unless Baby Yoda doesn't eat them. And yes, Baby Yoda does like to eat Labubus. It's a problem. I do have a Labubu infestation in the Fashion Bunker, but then all of a sudden, like, Labubus are missing. I look at Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda's like, okay, girl, you ate another Labubu. I get it. Probably this Labubu is going to end up as a snack for Baby Yoda. But first, where's Linda? Listen, Linda.
Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda.
Oh, Linda. Yeah, we'll go. That's Linda. Good old Linda. Little tiny hands, tiny hands. Linda, do we have something like little baglet? Oh, I could buy one of those Chanel Fall Winter 2025 Munchkin baglets, and you could wear them with your little teeny tiny T-Rex hands. So we finally found the answer why Chanel designed those Munchkin bags. They were designed for Tyrannosaurus rexi. Oh, what do you know? And all of a sudden, it all makes sense. And, yeah. And I guess we are slightly, do I have something to be obsessed with? I think we're obsessed with this. Obsessed.
I am obsessed. I am obsessed. I am obsessed. Oh.
Kev says we need a new song character to resurrect Hedgehog. Well, the hedgehog has the colors of Baby Yoda, so technically the hedgehog is Baby Yoda. But I know that when we sing cha, we use the cha emoji. So technically we don't use the hedgehog emoji for Baby Yoda, but, you know, it's a problem. So anyway, all right. So, Adriana, we're going to take a minute from Adriana. Whoop, whoop. Thank you so much, sweetie.
Adriana de donatait de $50. Dacob, so nice to wake up to the Fashion Bunker. I missed most of the live stream, but I will catch up later. XO.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, sweetie. I'm sorry you missed a bit. Well, but I'm glad you slept. Look, it's your weekend. You deserve to chill and relax. So I'm totally happy that you actually slept Adriana ZD, baby, going into the lucky shrine. So I am glad that you slept, that you get to relax a little, you guys. These are tough times we're living in, and the more you get to sleep, the better. You know? Hi, Robbie Lorraine. Yeah, I'm here too at the end. I just yesterday I had that like migraine I was telling you at the beginning of the show, and then I managed to sleep and I slept and I felt so good later. I was like, oh, I woke up and for a second, just for a second, I thought, oh man, it's good. We're good. It's a good year. And I'm like, and then slowly reality seeped in and I'm like, oh, no, things are not good. Oh, damn, I should go back to sleep again. But then I was already fully awake, so then I went to wash my hair and started getting ready for the stream. And, well, the rest is history. The rest is history. Kelly Carrick says, thanks, Dacob and everyone. The show was amazing. Thank you so much, Kelly. Speaking of Baby Yoda, did you eat another Labubu? Don't you dare barf during the song. You're not going to barf. Okay. Predator Baby Yoda, everybody. Cha-cha-cha-cha.
Ciao, 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 ciao. Ciao, 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 ciao. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Ciao.
And he's up and don't eat the big Labubu. No. You can't eat the big one. The big one is bigger than you. Oh my God. He's biting the big Labubu. No. Get. I saved the Labubu from Baby Yoda. Good for you. And also, are you going to do the Queen thing? Yeah. Let's hear it for Queen Camilla. Way to go, Labubu. You are such royalty. Do we have to curtsy for you now? Do we have to curtsy? Thank you. So in honor of Queen Camilla, hold on, let me take a sip of chali water. Cecilia Brown says, had a great time, everyone. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the ballots have been all placed, positioned. Look at the Labubu. And Labubu, we have the shrine. We're going to pull out one name, and if you're still watching and you sent a tip, you get to ask Mr. Dicto a question. We'll go. All right. Are you ready? Look, we got all of these coins in there. I am mixing and randomly pulling out. Okay, let's see who. Oh, and the winner is Heidi. Heidi, are you with us in the chats, Heidi? Heidi, are you with us? Heidi, make yourself known now. Heidi, are you with us? Are you? Where are you? Heidi, are you with us in the chats? Are you with us in the chats, Heidi? Heidi? Well, if Heidi's not with us in the chats, we're going to pull out another name. Heidi, are you with us? Or did the oligarchy take you? Oh no, you guys, the oligarchy took Heidi. Well, all right then, we're pulling out another name. If the oligarchy took Heidi, we're going to pull out another name. All right, Heidi, I'm counting to 10. Akolu says, Dacob, can you connect me and Deborah? What do you mean, Akolu? How can I connect you? How can I do? You gotta do that. I don't know. What do you mean? Can you connect me and how? She has to tell you what her Instagram name is or something. That's not how it works, babes. Hi, Mitra Gay. Okay, I'm pulling out the next name because Heidi is not in the chats anymore. Okay, you guys, we're pulling out random other name. Wait, hold on. Let me mix. Okay. And the winner is Kate Moore. Kate Moore is our winner. Kate Moore, are you with us? Are you with us, Kate? Kate Moore? Oh, there she is. There she is. Kate Moore. All right, sweetie, darling. Darling, you want to ask Dicto a question? Okay, well, Kate Moore already asked. Kate Moore is like, will I get a new job? All right. Okay, you guys, are you ready? Kate Moore would like to know if she will get a new job. I mean, is this in general, Kate, or is it like in like this year? I mean, ever? Of course you're going to get a new job ever, but like, do you want to be more specific? Like, okay, I like this year. Okay. Okay. Is Kate Moore going to get a new job in 2025?
Yes, I am sure.
Dicto hath spoketheth. Did you guys hear the answer? He said, yes, I am sure. I'm sure. Quinn. There you go, guys. Dicto, and you know Dicto, honey, Dicto will go. He always knows where we'll go. Period. There you go, Kate Moore. Dicto has spoken. I hope you had fun today. If you did, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, have a lovely rest of your weekend, a great beginning and start into the new week, and I shall see you all mid-week next week. As you guys know, the after show happened on Thursday, so today there is no after show because it happened already. Believe it or not, I'm trying out something new. So most luckily, we're going to have ourselves an after show midweek again. Or, as I said at the beginning of this show, I might do a special Tier 2 members and patrons stream on another day so that I can kind of take a little bit off the load of being in front of the lights for like 8 hours straight, because then I get migraines. Possibly because of the lights I get migraines. We don't know yet. But, so I'm working stuff out. So be a little bit flexible with me, but don't worry. We're going to have an exclusive stream for our Tier 2 members and patrons. It might just happen on a day that's not the same day as the main live stream. We're working on it, okay? Thank you guys so much. Love you loads. Thank you for your love and support. Never give up on love, and I shall see you all very soon in the new week, fresh and perky, our fashion bunker oligarchy. Love you loads. Never give up on love.